Hey, what's up, Alex? How's it going, guys? All right, we're live. It's 2:08. We're about 30 minutes late. Sorry about that. You know, actually, I wasn't truly late. I was actually here on time. But I decided it's time to start putting out shorts again. We let about 2 weeks run with no shorts to get sort of a measure on Mike's side's views versus my views because, you know, I contribute to the view count when I post all the time. So we wanted to just get kind of a count on that, and I think I got kind of an idea. So that's all done, and now we are ready to go back to making shorts. It eats a chunk of my day, so... oops, I didn't get the menu. Hold on, let me get the menu. Jumping over here. All right. Time to get those views back up, you know. Jump over here. Let's grab our menu. Hello, everyone. How are you tonight? Lord Pop-Tarts here. Alex here. Plutonia's Andy Man caught me with the short. Yes, it was a Gengar short. So I thought I'd pull all my Gengars out and make a little thumbnail out of it. Kind of an off-centered thumbnail. Oh, well. You know, what I ought to do is I ought to buy a fancier laptop, and I ought to have, you know, I ought to bring back the Streamlabs voice, and then also what I ought to do is I ought to, oh, what is this? Oh my God, dude. Wait, I'm confused. Oh, I see what happened here. Okay. So we don't need to do that. We just need to toss this in here. Did it work? Yes, that worked. And do we have the tags? Yes, we have the tags. And now we can close this. Okay, we open this up. Now, Gengar prices to the moon. Is he better than Charizard? What do you guys think? Is Gengar better than Charizard? When I was a kid, I immediately liked the psychic Pokemon. And Gengar was kind of in that group. He was a ghost type, but I didn't really understand psychic and ghost type too well back then. As far as I was concerned, he was in the same category. All right, let's see. I liked Hypno, Alakazam, and Gengar. Those were my favorite. All right. So, let's see. Let's jump back over here and we'll close this. All right. Okay, good. Alicia Brown had an order at the end of the daytime stream, Pichu break. So Alicia wants 2 spots in the Pichu break. Let's pull that Pichu break forward. This is a very special round of Gengars right here, by the way. This might be 3,000. This has a confirmed sale at 11, so that's 14. I think this is 8,000, so that's 22. This might be 40,000, so that would be 62. And then this might be around 8,000, so about 70. Wow. What has happened here? Oh my God. Should I just sell all my cards and exit the market? What if I did that? What if I sold all my Pokemon cards and started all over again? What if I sold them all, bought a house, and then started all over again? Is that a dumb idea? Okay, I bet you I never see those cards again if I sell them. Hell no, dude. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the other thing. I'm going to sell my home, and then I'm going to use the money to buy more Pokemon. Ah, now you're talking. All right, you ready? You'd never do it. Here it is, Alicia Brown. If they tell me I have cancer, I'll do it. So if I ever get a bad health diagnosis, I'll say, all right, guys, cards are for sale. We are. We'll cut it short early. There you go. All right. Wonder if I'm destined to live for a long time or not. So we have a second box battle running for the 2 boxes of Gem 2. We need 3 more people in there. And the Pichu should have 2 spots left in it. Yes, we got Rigoberta Gill, Alicia, and Joey Albrecht. So that means there's 2 spots left in our cute little Pichu friend. Good. Mister, give up everything before you give up his personal pokies. All right. Good. Very nice. Talking to the AI robot all night tonight, and I was sharing with it like all of my finances, actually. I was like plugging in all of the details about our homes. And you know, it gave a little bit of a different answer now. It said the absolute most optimal thing we could do with our money is rent out all 3 of our houses and buy a new small home in a tax-free state like Tennessee, just a small home, get into that home and bring all of our stuff with us so that now we're not paying extra on our income either. So it actually doesn't want us to sell our homes. It wants us to rent them all out, buy a small home in a cheap place to live with a no tax state tax for your income. So I was like, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense, because now all of your cash is being deployed toward like rent, right? So it's like productive. Like all the houses would be producing something. They'd produce a vacation for someone. And then I wouldn't be wasting very much money on a big luxury home where I'm like happy and comfortable. I would just be living in shambles. Maybe there's a downside, like a security risk to that though. So I don't know. But it was interesting to hear it say that. Florida, hey, what's up, Mr. Aerospace Man? How's it going? Yeah, Orlando's still an option. Orlando, I keep asking Karis what she wants. She can't decide. I can't decide what I want. We are, but so that's what the AI is telling us now. When it actually gets all the details about our home, it says you shouldn't even sell those. It says those are all good investments, and you should just keep those if you can. Like the AI was saying, if you had lots and lots and lots of money laying around to just buy your next home, you wouldn't sell any of the other ones because they're all good picks. Here's Brett. So Mr. Brett, per our Discord, 500 for you to choose for the fans. You pick, no worries. Dealer's choice. Wait a second. What? You must have messaged me and I must not have seen it. Let's see. He says, 500 of your choice to open for me. Can include anything, even a couple live boosters. While my wife is so pissed at me, I just hope that Dragonite returns well to calm her down. Oh, no. You know, a lot of people struggle with that. If you start card collecting, you get an angry girlfriend or an angry wife because they're like, wait a second, that money's supposed to be for me. But it's funny enough, over the last 6 years, if you had just held all your Pokemon card purchases today, you would be doing extremely well, which was the purpose of the Gengar short, the 3-minute short I just put out. So ironically, if you told your wife it's an investment and she believed you, today you would be saying, see? And she'd be like, all right. But here we go. So $500. Well, you have to have this. I think that this Magic Final Fantasy pack is one of the best things possible to open. You have a chance for the big Chocobo to come out. So that's one of the best. I also strongly believe in the breaks. So we have to put you in this Pichu break. So the Pichu break, not a lot different from opening 2 live customs, right, Mr. Brett? But there is a difference. With the live customs, you just pull straight from the front. So you can be sniped. You can't be sniped in here. So there's a big difference that way. Okay, so Brett, you're going in here. Gem 2 box. Oh, she makes a good point. Gem 2 is very hot right now. Okay, so that's up to 5. 5 out of 6. Just 1 spot left in the Pichu. Now, you might miss the Pichu, but that's just like pulling 2 cold live customs. It's the same idea. All right, but what's nice is you know it's a solid card. You have a shot for the star, and there's no sniping involved. So I notice you sometimes lose a lot in the live customs because you're not prepared to snipe. You just kind of create a sniping environment. In here, no one can snipe you. Everything gets shuffled live. Okay, so we got that for... Here, let's get the calculator out. So that was for 132. Okay, got my phone out. So 40 plus 132. So we're at 172. So the next thing, she mentions the Gem 2 boxes. I agree with her. So Pokemon Gem 2 is super crazy hot right now. Prices rose 70% in a week. That was a person who works directly with the Chinese distributors mentioned that this rose 70%. What's going on here? There's exclusive Umbreons in here. There's an exclusive Umbreon that people really badly want. And he sold for 1.5 thousand. So in terms of value is high for this set. Your odds aren't bad either. You might miss, but your odds aren't bad. But we'll see. The nature of it is that people miss. So that's 105. So plus 105. That could put you at 277. So you're at 277. Could pull Umbreon in here. Could pull Chocobo in there. 277. Let me see. What else would I get for you? If I were you, well, I'd take a spot in here. So this is the Team Rocket Vintage Booster Pack break. This will give you a shot at a holographic Dark Charizard, a really prestigious card. So that's a good one as well. There you are. Your odds will be 1 in 11 to pull the rare spot. Now, if you missed the rare spot, that's okay. You could pull Dark Charmeleon. You could pull Charmander. So those are all really solid pulls. All right, so that's vintage. Okay, that's plus 33. How many people in the vintage pack, by the way? So we got 3 people in the vintage pack so far. We need 8 more people in the vintage pack. All right, so let's just add that up. We're at 310. Buy a loose Ancient Origins pack. There are loose Ancient Origin packs. Those are really expensive, and I would probably prefer to be in the box break, which you already are. So he's already got a lot of those set up. Let me look around me real fast. Let's see. Well, there's Pokemon Black and White. That's pretty new. Prismatic. Prismatic is a Hail Mary long shot. There's like very low odds that you would actually pull the Umbreon out of there. Well, we put you in the... we put you in a small break. I want to put you in a large break too. See this? So this is the Victini break. It's the Battle Day event tournament card. This is a tournament card in Japan. The PSA 10 of this card is like $3,000 right now. So we're going to set you up in there too. So he's going to go into Victini because I don't think you're in there yet. I would highly recommend this one to anyone. This is our 3rd break of it, even though it's got 33 spots. It's gone off 3 times. So this is a top hot item. That's why you're going in there. So that'll set this up nicely to 15 out of 33. Notice how our breaks are some of the best things we offer. We are. Some of the most exciting things are just breaks. So far you're at 350. You have room for $150. I like having you in the community choose. Yes, yes. So, okay, we got a little room for whatever we think is the top value. I would say there's a lot of stuff. If you could just know, like, do you have a favorite Pokemon, Brett? What's your favorite Pokemon? I was going to say, if you just know what your favorite Pokemon is, you can also just go directly after that. I would say the next thing I'd consider is a box of the Korean Team Rocket. That would be the next thing. But do you have a favorite Pokemon? What's Victini at? Our lovely Victini is at 15 out of 33. He's halfway done. Pretty deep. So if no one, if you're not sure about favorite Pokemon, we're setting you up with the whole box of Korean Team Rocket. The Korean cards do very well because they're so affordable, and yet you can easily pull a top card out of here. And even though they're cheaper, everything's relative. So the packs are very cheap, but the hits still sell for a good amount of money relative to the cost of the pack. I don't just open a box then for that money. We got to get you a favorite Pokemon. We are. All right, so we're set up to 400 now. So we're at 400. There is $100 remaining. I'd say the last thing you can do is, instead of opening a pack, you could actually just purchase a $100 slab. I wonder if there's something real good on the table. For $100, you've got really limited options. Let's just see what we got. I don't think we're going to run into anything too easy for 100. Right now, these are all the expensive slabs up at the same time, so I don't think there'd be anything like that up here. Okay, so let's try one more thing. Oh, I've got one. My favorite Pokemon are the unknown. I just think those are so special. Well, you're in luck because there's a lot of cards, unknown cards, and they're not very expensive because no one else likes them. All right, so here we go. These first movie Topps Pokemon cards are in pristine condition. It's so good. You have a real shot at a 10 and a real shot at a high-end Charizard. So those are also a top-tier item on the menu. You see them selling very fast, even though they're at a premium cost. Not a premium, but in other words, they have a much higher threshold for cost. So those are $85. You're left with $15. Okay, last round will be 3 Poke Shuffles just to finish you off. Okay, so there it is. You're going to have 3 Poke Shuffles come out and then all this other stuff. All right. And I'll let you know if you pull the Victini or the Pichu. If you're not here, if you're already asleep, I'll let you know. The Victini won't go off for a little while. He's a big one. He takes a little while. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's 3 Poke Shuffles. The Poke Shuffles can deal live customs anyways, so it's kind of fun. No luck on the Poke Shuffles. All right. Poke Shuffles are cold. Treacherous Poke Shuffles. Now, what should the open order be? Let's start with the box of Rocket. I need to order another case of these. These sell so well, actually. I'll set all this to the side. Tonight, you'll probably see the Pichu go off. There really is just one spot on that Pichu. If you guys take it, let me know so that everyone else knows to stop buying into it. Yeah, if anyone's bought the last spot in the Pichu, let everyone else know. Do you have a Gloom, sir? Gloom, let me think about it. I can't think of any off the top of my head. Gloom's an odd one. I think I sold a Dark Gloom to Mr. Ivan Rodriguez very recently. There we go. All right. The boss was a bit worried when I told him I'm applying elsewhere. Maybe I'll get a raise and hang tight where I'm at. Here we are. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with putting a little pressure on the boss. That's a good way to do it. I wouldn't overuse that card. I wouldn't overplay that card because he'll suspect you're doing it intentionally. I would only mention that if you're genuinely applying for another job. And yes, it is a pretty good idea to mention it to your current boss because he might say, wait a second, we want to retain you. There you are. That happened to Karis one time. She only did it once. She was applying for another software engineer job at another company, and she was offered a promotion at her current job as a result. They're like, wait a second, we wanted to promote you, actually. I was like, oh, really? Well, good thing you waited till I was about to leave to tell me. So bosses, consider that stuff. Just don't overplay it. That's my advice. All right, you ready? So they'll know what you're up to. Okay. Hey, mister, I sent a Discord message. All right, let's just see the Discord message. So this is one whole box of Team Rocket. All right, let's see. Yeah, I can do that, mister. Yeah, I can do that. All right, so I never even considered that before. Ready? Here's Sedaton. Let's see some pulls. All right, now in this Rocket box, it's all about your ARs and finally the whatever your hit card is. I want to see some good stuff pop out of here. Not Clan Pearl, no! Oh, Tyranitar, that's a good one. You know, since no one likes to contribute to the gym battle deck number 2, I'm going to start asking when I see something that I think is funny, I'm just going to ask if you want to donate it. So that you guys don't have to do any of the thinking. Here we are. Moltres. They made this Moltres really strange. He's got a really sharp beak, but then a really small round head. Ah, that's a nice one. You got the Wheezing. I like it. It's like a genuine Rocket card. Really has a feeling like it's Team Rocket. Yeah, I wish there was James on the cover, though. I'm not going to lie. If that was James sitting there, this card would be worth double. They said, no, we're not going to have James. Jesse James. All right, but Wheezing is a classic Rocket Pokemon. Nice Articuno. Mewtwo. Good. So, Mr. Brett, this box here cost only $50. You could open tons of this. You could have opened 10 boxes of this with the money you sent in, and you probably would have pulled something nice out. So people really enjoy this, and I'm having trouble keeping it stocked. Just the case that the Korean cards are a better price. Actually, when I go to restock them, Giovanni's Persian. Okay, it's a solid box. Giovanni's Persian is decent. Here's... All right, there we go. So this time the box was not an alt art, though. That's what we noticed. No alt art in this box. Ever closer to Paldea Evolved Master Set. I don't think I have a bag right now. All right, so here's these. Any man, no bag. Nice Rockets Articuno. That's cool. Here's Rockets Wobbuffet. So that was box number 1. Box number 2. I say we open up the Gem 2s next. So this is easily the hottest item of the year for Pokemon in my... Well, I don't know about for the full year. The hottest item for the last month. That's kind of what I meant. Black and white is cool and interesting, but people are going nuts on this. Gem 2, Chinese. I think people are done being worried about the language barrier. They don't care as much. They're saying, I want that exclusive Umbreon. Also shows you how important it is to have exclusive cards. You know, if there were some exclusive Korean cards, Korea could be selling some exclusive Pokemon sets too. Like, what if there was a Gem 2 in Korean? Yeah. All right. That Waba slept on. Wobbuffet. I didn't like it when Team Rocket added Wobbuffet to their group. I didn't really ever feel like Wobbuffet was a Team Rocket Pokemon. He was just kind of like comedic humor. All right, so that's a Master Ball. Here's a Master Ball. Here's an Espeon. So with these boxes, I feel like you have maybe like a 1 in 4 odds of pulling what you want to pull, Mr. Brett. We're looking for a stamped Pokemon card. Oh, that's a nice Master Ball Umbreon. So this card right here would be considered for grading anyways. Okay. Oh, here's a nice stamp Eevee. Here's a stamp Espeon. Here's a Flareon Master Ball. And here is a Master Ball Glaceon. Okay. So these stamp cards are considered just a little more rare. They probably say something like Gem 2 or something on them. But we can't read Chinese, so we don't know. We are. All right. Okay. So far, no AR. They aren't perfectly easy to pull, so it's just a chance to pull one. Okay. That is a Lesbion. You got another stamp, Sylveon. When I see too many stamps come out, I suspect there's no AR. Okay. Vaporeon, and all right. So this box was a no stamp box. Could be the next box. These are $105 per box, by the way. So, Mr. Brett, why are these so exciting? The Umbreon doesn't seem that hard to pull, and he is selling for $1,500 in a 10, which he probably grades pretty easy too. So that is why these are so exciting. For the Korean, Rocket, it's so cheap to open, you can chase after that Mew too. Okay. So there we go. You got a lot of stamp cards in there. The stamp cards, in my opinion, are totally gradable. And now the next item, we got 2 beautiful items left. We got this Pokemon the First Movie and Final Fantasy Magic. Let's do the Magic last. We're going to do this next. This set gives you a chance. By the way, it comes with the guaranteed holo, so they're all heavy packs. And you're trying to pull Charizard, but there's an awful lot of good supporting cards to pull other than the Charizard. There's an awful lot of good cards in this particular set. I call it the Charizard set because there's so many more cards in it. Okay. Mechanical Mewtwo, huh? That's going to be your holo. Let's see what we have here. Oh, that's not bad at all. Look at that. So this is Armored Mewtwo, and it's a nice close-up on him, too. Real classic moment. Team Rocket, this is the Pokemon First Movie. Team Rocket wanted to use Mewtwo as a weapon. He's a genetically modified clone of Mew. That's why he's called Mewtwo. And so Rocket was giving it this armor so it could be like a super weapon. Mewtwo didn't really like that. And as a result of Rocket's nefarious dealings, he stopped trusting humans, right? That's the story. Here's a nice Dragonair. So this is like a second hit. It's a non-holo. You could definitely grade this, and it's just a nice up-close look of... Oh, look at that Dragonair. Look at that. You've got the tail end of the race Charizard non-holo. This is another solid pull that could totally be graded. Okay, and then we got a little Vileplume getting cloned. We got a Like It Never Happened card with Brock, Ash, and Misty on it. So these are all pretty solid. You can't really go wrong with this booster pack. I mean, look, here's 3 very gradable common and commons, non-holo. And then you got this very nice holographic Armored Mewtwo. That's an Armored Mewtwo. Looks great. Those cards look clean. They're extremely clean. Are you getting more Topson? Not really. The Tops is like this set where when it's out, it's out. It's not that easy to replace. It's a vintage box. And it's surprisingly affordable. I don't understand. Like, shouldn't it be more expensive? Probably it should be. All right, here goes. All right. How much left do I have on my slab away, mister? You don't know how to look up your own slab away? You're in that Discord server? How could you be asking? You're not a newbie. You've been around the whole time. So Alex is at the top of this Here it is. Alex PSX. PSA Mickey, $40. You don't know? My God, bro. Okay, last chance for a big crazy moment. You ready? Golden Kokobo, right? Golden Kokobo. Okay, what do we got going on here? So, this is just a junk card in the front, like an energy card. But the next card, Jador, Aristocratic Capital. Aristocratic? Master Zonde. Oh, nice. It's holographic. Terra, Magical Adept. Riku, Resourceful Guardian. Red 8, Proud Warrior. Vincent Valentine. Ooh, that's a cool one. Look at that. Oh, you're picking up Vanille Hollow as well. Nice. So there's Vanille. Black Waltz. Omega. Phoenix Down. Ultros. Paladin Armor. Oh, Paladin Arms. You're Not Alone. And Gone. Town of Ruin. All right, there we go. So we have opened all of your stuff. You have $80 left, one spot in the Victini, one spot in the Pichu. And the Pichu probably going to go off. I don't know if somebody bought that last spot in the Pichu, but the Pichu is an excellent break. It's a nice fast one, so you get to know the results pretty soon. And then you're also in the Victini break. Now, your odds on the Victini break are very low, 1 in 33. But you're also picking up a huge expensive card if you do get pulled. We can even assist you with getting it graded, too. We can send it off to grade. So there it is. Jador, Master Zonde, Vincent, Vanille, and You're Not Alone. Very nice. Well, where the hell is our Big Man Blastoise emote? All right. If we review the break, if we review your cards, I think your best pack was actually this Topps pack. This Topps pack did very well for you. The Gem 2 box, not a lucky box. You got some nice stamps. You got a nice little Master Ball Umbreon. And then over here, you've got this Persian and Weezing. They're decent. Orbeetle, though, not so good. And Clam Pearl, not so good. So overall, the ARs in that box were just sort of like, you know. All right, there you go, Mr. Brett. What did you think of that? I picked out pretty much all the hottest stuff for you. There we are. So if you're deciding to open more stuff, I'd look into one of those. Much appreciated. Give me 3 live customers if I have $80 left. Oh, no. I didn't explain it very well. What I mean is you have 2 spots, one in Victini, one in Pichu. That's what I meant. There we are. I would keep those. I would not trade those into live customs, by the way. Unless you know what's coming in live customs, which I guess no one knows. I just opened a Halloween 2022 and got a Gengar. Can't find any packs. There we go. So that's from Mr. Brett. We're going to find out, we're going to find out in a minute who gets this Pichu anyways, because I suspect it's about to go off. All right, Brett, guys. Brett goes real deep. There's no doubt about it. With the black and white bolt, is the 135 pre-order for an ETB? That's correct. It's for 1 full ETB. Okay, cool. Wow, big order. And now we have, we took care of Alicia Brown already. So Alicia Brown's done. Oh my gosh. Jose E. Dominguez says, finishing my sob away, $1,480. Jesus, what did you have? Mega Charizard. Oh, did that go up in price? Oh, I'm so curious. Well, let's go see if I can find it. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, so here's the story of Jose E. Dominguez's Charizard. Look at that. Hey, what's up, Rooster? He says, sir, you have a beautiful slab collection. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. All right, so that was a red label. I want to see what these sell for now. Oh, yeah, they're up. So he got it at $1,800. And now they sell for 2.5. Is there a confirmed sale, though? Let's see if there's a confirmed sale. Yep, in auction it went for 2.3. That's ended over. Oh, 2.4. 2.4. And on June 25th, the one sold for $2,500. Crazy. So here's an example of a red label card that was overpriced at the time that I sold it to the buyer. Meaning that you could get one off eBay probably for like 15 or 14. And I overpriced it and put it up for slab away. And he grabbed it. And now today, the same card is 2.5. Wow. 2.5 in value. He is actually up by $700. Assuming the card continues to rise, that would be crazy. This is channel is the bane of my existence, but so much fun. Is there a 12-step for online openings? Well, you know, I don't think Pokemon cards are truly as addictive as, like, alcohol. I mean, you don't literally inject, you know, drugs into your brain when you open cards, but it's pretty fun. You know, I would, you know, pacing yourself is the real trick. Pacing works. I would just pace. Like, I've done it myself where I was out of money in my bank account, and I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, who are you? So one time I spent every dollar in my account. This was very early on. And I was like, what have you done? And so it was sort of like a sobering moment. But since then, I haven't really had that problem as much. I just buy some here, buy some there. My account stays kind of low. But the good news is the cards have held their value and even moved up. So it's been all right. Jose E. Dominguez. Now that's done. I'm going to go remove it from Slab Away. You let me know when you want to ship. When you want to ship this, you need to go over your address with me. And you also need to warn me what the card is so we can make a special label that requires a signature and all. Okay? So just to let you know. Very good. Okay. We gotta ship that one very carefully. Okay, so now we have an order over here. I got a few Gengar. Why is he doing so good? I don't know. Austin Warren has the last spot in the Pichu break. Austin Warren has the last spot in the Pichu break. Oh, this music's so nice. What do you reckon the total value of your personal collection is? Hundreds of thousands? When I bought the cards, sure, it was worth maybe, you know, tens of thousands. And to me, that wasn't so crazy. But because of what's going on with Pokemon cards, the value of my collection has risen. And now it's starting to feel a little scary crazy. So it's like, I don't know. I bought the Gym Gengar Japanese this year for like, what I pay for it was like 1.2 or something. I can't remember. The idea that now it's selling consistently at 3,000 is just kind of scary. I don't know what to think of it. Like, that wasn't even like a clever long-term hold. It was just, I bought it recently and now it's just exploding. Like, I don't know. Where is he? Oops. Let's say Gengar Gym. Crazy to think I used to have a bunch of them. So it says here, I paid $1,000 on the Gengar in January. That was part of the $90 spending spree that I went on. Because I had a feeling that something like this was about to happen. I had a gut feeling. Now look at him. They want $3,000 for him now. That's just crazy. I don't know what to think. That's just crazy. It's very, very lucky. So you can see here's some numbers here. Those are in June. All right. Yeah, it's nuts. I don't know what to think of it. I don't know. Just very lucky, I guess. Is Dark Gengar getting any attention? I never really got into Dark Gengar. I'm sure he's up as well, just for having the name Gengar. However, I feel the card does not show off Gengar enough. Ooh, Brett has a non-energy card. I'm going to draw you an energy card here, Brett. I'm 40. Just told me she found my old cards from when I was 5 or 6. Nice, dude. Nice. Be sure not to sell them too fast. Just hold on to them, okay? Don't sell them. Don't liquidate. If you're going to sell them, grade each card. And then once they're done grading, then you sell them, okay? And sell them as a cheapest buy it now. Don't do auction. We are. So that's 6. Lovely. All right. So throw this away now. Yeah, take your time. Sell now. Well, I mean, you could argue now's the time to sell because it seems so unreasonably crazy. And so prices may fall from here, guys. I don't know. Or it could go higher. We just really don't know when the craziness ends. And that is because last time it was kind of obvious the craziness was because everyone was getting free COVID checks, everyone was locked up, and Logan Paul had just kind of made the hobby real famous for a moment. So it was kind of obvious. It was like a black swan event. This time, it's not so obvious. It was a slow burn. Pokemon just put out some popular sets. That's all they did. There was no celebrity status that pushed the cards. No one was getting free money. It's the opposite way around. No one should have any money left. The cost of living's higher. So, and the economy hasn't been doing stupendous. It's just okay, you know, like people can't afford rent. So something is driving this market like crazy. And it's very fascinating. So, sorry for all the questions. Do you think Pikachu 238 will go back to his former glory? I don't know which Pikachu that is. Do you only collect cards, or do you collect other toys like antiques, coins, or comics? I have a little bit of gold and silver. I would say the thing I like to collect after Pokemon is probably real estate. Oh, the Pikachu. Oh, so Pikachu shot up, and then he went back down a little bit, and you're wondering if he's going to go back up. I think he's going to go up. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. All right. This will go here for the moment. Now we got to shuffle these names. Ready? Organized crime is moving big money in small cards. Sure, I could see that happening. Go to like a card event with a whole bunch of dirty cash. All right. And then you buy a whole bunch of cards, then you just take those cards and sell them in auction on eBay. That could be a thing for sure. There's so many card events. Maybe that's part of the reason why the price of cards are rising. Who knows? I have a suspicion it might be international investment. People in different countries like Japan, Asia, Singapore, Korea, Japan, China. I think they're buying up a lot of cards. I think that's what's going on. All right, now you guys get to split the deck. Give me a number. All right. 2? Okay. 1, 2. Good. I have a lot of tag. I don't know the value, but people always want to buy or trade. I don't like to sell. I generally try to keep fun cards for sale, but I have ones that I don't like to sell too, you know. Here's Alicia. All right, Alicia. First card is cold. You're still in there, though. Here's Rigo Vertigil. Wait a second. Hold on, guys. Wait a second. We're redoing it, and I'll tell you why. I did not have this card in there. We need this card because, look, it's a star card. All right. My bad. All right. We're reshuffling. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't have all the hits in the packs. Let's make sure we get that done. I think we've done that before where what we did was we just ran it a second time with the remaining 5 people and put the star card in afterwards. But this time we started so early, I was like, wait a second, we can stop it and fix it. So we're just going to fix it. There you go. All right, give me a number. Gotta have the star in there. I'm glad I caught myself very quickly there. 8, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 4. And now we reshuffle these names. I love it when you open red, blue, that flare on you pulled. I've been wanting for a long time. I wish I had just endless amounts of product like that too to offer. I really just don't, unfortunately. It's very rare. Might be able to offer one you've never opened before. Brett, I don't know how deep your pockets run. Would you be interested in opening up an XY promo set? All right, give me a number. I realize I have one of those nearby. I could probably do a sale on one. 2? Okay. 1, 2. All right, there we go, guys. It is reset. The audience has split. The audience has split the deck. The audience has split the boosters. Brett Love. All right, Brett. Oh. Hey. All right, so Brett, your one spot turns into the star card. That means your name will be moved over to the Pikachu. Yes, there's a Pikachu, and now you're going to have... It's kind of like you didn't lose your $40, so that's not so bad. Here's Alicia. That's a cold one, Alicia, just like last time. Here's Austin Warren. And that is going to be it. Austin Warren is going to take the chase card. Austin, you're kind of new sounding. Austin Warren, is he new? How much for the promo set? Make me a deal. I can't make any super generous deals lately. That is because it's very hard to restock right now. So We've gone through a cold market, and this now is a very hot market. So it would probably just be priced like usual. But I can try to look and see how slim we can get it for you. I mean, at the very least, you must be curious about it. So I will take a look into that in a minute. It's an odd set. I'm sorry for everyone who might have missed that Pichu. That Pichu now is the property of Mr. Austin Warren. What's the price? Probably pricey. I don't know what the price on it will be. I haven't looked at it in a long time. All I remember is every time I looked, its price was going up. Here we are. Austin Warren. I'll show you in just a second. So Austin pulls the Pichu. Mr. Brett, you didn't lose anything. You get moved over to a different break, though. You get moved over to this one. So this is an even bigger break than the Pichu. Your odds are smaller that you actually pull it. However, if you were to pull it with those small odds, the payout is huge. You get a very expensive, prestigious Scarlet Violet card. Here we are. You're in the bag now. Let's count these real fast. It should add up to 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's right. 16 is correct. And so we'll update that Pikachu now. Pikachu is now 16 out of 29. It is moving. Now is the time to consider saving $40, setting it aside so that you have enough to jump into that Pikachu. Because when they get close, they sometimes move in a flash, especially if Friday's around the corner. That guy will finish. He is the star card. There's no way for him to not finish. It is. There's too many products that lead to the finishing of the star card. Here we are. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Let's hit play on this. Okay. So that's taken care of. I'm going to show this product to our friend, Mr. Brett. He might be interested in it. Now. So what does this have? Does it just have like... Does it have any boosters in it? I don't know if it has boosters in it. Hold on, let me see if it has boosters in it. So it says here this product has 12 full art promos, 2 booster packs from the XY series, 2 dice. Is it really just 2 booster packs? Well, you know, XY era booster packs are pretty expensive these days. So it looks like this. I'm trying to decide if I really want to sell it or not. Okay. That is one we've never opened on the... Oh, it's way, 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 way expensive. My God, everything from this time period went up so much. I don't know. It's too expensive. I don't think you'd want to open it. We might be able to host some kind of bizarre break on it in the future. No, this is outrageously expensive. When did this even happen? All right, let's just take a quick look at it, okay? So I'm gonna give you an idea of what I'd like to sell this at. Okay. I would want to sell it at about 1,950. That's 1,950. And it would mostly be promos, not booster packs. So you get a lot of interesting promos. And that's it. You'd get the coins. I don't know if this is a good one to open. It's just too expensive. And it's mostly not booster packs. It's mostly promos. It's certainly cool, though. The Shaman there, like right in the front, he seems to have a Rayquaza in the background. It's cool stuff. But, nah, that's too expensive. All right, we're going to do a gym break on it. Each person has to buy in at $1,000. What do you say? Whew. All right. Not right now, mister, but thank you for showing it to the channel. Well, here's the funny thing. It used to cost $400. So that was back in the day, and I thought, okay, maybe if it's 800 now, it wouldn't be so bad. 1,900? No way, dude. Yeah, that box used to be somewhat affordable. Not now. What the? Can I slab away a Final Fantasy box after my slab away? I might be able to help you out with that, Mr. Alex. All right, let's just see. I got to see what I paid for those. If it even stores that data. All it has is data from 2021. It says I spent 1,200 on it, but I suspect, yeah, it doesn't show me. I suspect I bought a group of them, probably like 3 of them, and that would have made them about 400 each. In 2021, those wouldn't have cost very much. I'd buy it for 800, but wow, that is an investment for you, Mister, and your wife. Yeah, see, I couldn't even restock it at that price. That's just wildly expensive. Here we are. All right, so let's get moving. We have Alex slab away. You got it, Alex. Alex, you want to slab away a box of Final Fantasy? We might be able to set you up with that. There you go. Now we have Miss 6 2 gem 2s. You got it, Miss 6 2 gem 2s. I guess there's 2 people that want that. They want what? 400 in promos raw. Really? That's crazy. That means if even one of those promos managed to grade 10, it probably is a break-even scenario because the premium on the 10s is so freaking high. I should probably open one of those for my channel just for a video. We are. Oh yeah. Look at that. Oh, I'm still zoomed out. Sorry about that, 6. Okay, tossing this. Yeah, I didn't think much of that set, the XY Premium Collection, when I bought it. It was just this weird item. It was mostly promos, and I was like, that's weird. But I bought it just to have a little variety. I should have had it on the menu this whole time. Here we are. So we just slab away a Final Fantasy Collector's Box. Sorry, my stream crashed. I don't know if you answered already. Wait, they're like stupid expensive, aren't they? Yes, they're very expensive. They're very expensive. I would be open-minded to doing it. Right now, I only have 1 box available. Well, actually, what we can do is I can just place an order right away for a restock on the Final Fantasies. Wait a second. Let me do a test as well. Give me a second here, guys. Can you start streaming in 2160p? That'd be nice, but probably not. 2160, huh? That is an interesting idea. Maybe the next iPhone will allow me to do something like that. Yeah, maybe if the next iPhone's powerful enough, we'll get like a super high-end stream. That'd be neat. All right. So, yes, if you guys are interested in that Final Fantasy set, talk to me and we can set up a slab away for a whole box, but we got to be careful with it, okay? Javier, spot in the Pichu. All right, so Pichu's over, though. Sorry. So sorry. Javier, I'd be happy to show you what else is available if you're interested in jumping into a similar break. So the Pichu was a 1 in 6, and here's a mega break. The sub list is a 1 in 10. Here's the manga break. If you like manga breaks, there is a 3 in 18 odds for this one. That one will never leave the table. He has to sell, because I already did an exchange with someone over it. Here is a Charizard. He's a 41 in 13 odds, so your odds are about half as good, but Charizard. So here's the Pikachu. So he's really nice. We've got this lovely Eevee. We obviously have this Victini with extremely difficult odds, but if you pull it, it's extremely good. Then we have this Star Wars break that people started jumping into. This is a Star Wars Darth Vader sketch. Kind of go look up some Darth Vader sketches, guys. They're not cheap. Darth Vader sketches are pricey. They're pricey and collectible. That's the Topps Darth Vader sketch. And then we have this lovely vintage Gyarados, if you prefer vintage cards. I finished my Subway and started the Subway for the box. I just want a gold Chocobo hostage. I finished my Subway and started the Subway for a box. No problem. So what I can do then, Alex, is I can immediately order a Final Fantasy box, and when it arrives, I'll just write your name on the front or something like that. Sound good? So, Javier Arroyo is done. He has $40. Mr. Adam would like his cards back on rotation. Let me see this real fast. Let's see. Okay, so he gave me a $2, almost $3 tip to have two of his better cards back on rotation, even though it's not time for that yet. Let's see. It's an interesting thought, because the normal way we do things is everything goes into rotation over 1 month. Here's a nice Merrill. Here is the Latios. So that is a airplane card deck, if you didn't know what that was. This looks like one of mine. Man, this card is so nice. I'm putting this up for Tammy. Tammy, that's a cool one. All right, let's see. We're looking for the other one. Pretty reasonable. Keep your card up on the table. Oh, just the Lugia, but you can do both. Oh, I figured. I'm not actually that selfish about it. To me, the rotation is the thing is, it's about the fact that there's already a picture, you know. So everyone nowadays should know that you can shop all the pictures in the Discord server. So I like, the rotation is just about giving cards a chance to get up there, get repriced. So that's what the rotations are all about. So it gives a chance for them to be repriced. All right. Repriced the Sanrio. All right. 10% off on it, right? So it would be like 72 roughly. All right. Okay. Check eBay. Oh, okay. Let's. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, hold on. Yes, let's check eBay. Maybe you're saying it went up or something. So, okay, if you're the owner of the card, you can also raise the price if the cheapest buy now went up, by the way. Feel free to reach out and correct any card, because we don't want to accidentally undersell it. Okay, so you have, yes, you are correct. This one has gone up in price, it looks like. Yes. You guys should have bought it. You should have bought it. It was $80. You missed. You missed. This is going to be $190 now. $190. All right, good catch on that, Tammy. What a lovely card. You know, how could this not be $190? It's a lovely card. Good to see the Hello Kitty cards rising in price, by the way. Also, I want to mention that. That's a good thing. Okay, here you go. Yeah, no problem, Miss Tammy. We'll say $725 on this too, by the way. Good. All right, now we got this little Merrill. We got this Lugia and this Latios. So these are very strange cards. See that, Anna? That's like Anna Airlines. It's an airplane company, I believe. And these are from 2015. That's XY era. So these are some weird low-pop XY era cards. The Lugia and the Latios. Pretty interesting, huh? All right. They're very pink. Maybe a girl would like them. Not so purple. That's very pink looking. Okay. Air Nippon. What? Air Nippon Airways. Nippon. Is it Nippon? Okay. And you say $250 for Lugia is fine. All right. We'll lower this to $250. Okay. Good. It's fun seeing price changes. This card went up in price. This one right here. So now we have an order, Mr. Justin French Pichu break. All right, so we have a Javier that missed and a Justin French who missed. Sorry about that, guys. It's Justin here. If Justin tells me what he wants to buy, or if Javier, be sure to grab my attention. All right. Hey, what's up, Mr. John John? How are you today? Here's 6, Gem 2 Battle. Okay, 6 is going into the Gem 2 Battle. By the way, that is a very short option, a very small break. The box battle. Let's see, 1, 2, 3 people in here. We need 2 more people. Then that goes off. Careful in there, 6. All right. So there we are. Now we have Mr. Alex, 40 to finish and 20 to start my slab away. 40 to finish, 20 to start my slab away. Didn't we just do... Yeah, you got $15 left in your slab away. So Alex, you already had $15 left. Let's see. Unless I read that wrong. We're looking for Mr. Alex. This should be easy to find because it's a Mickey Mouse card. Oops. Here it is. So that is a vintage Mickey Mouse card. How nice. Hey, that's cool, Alex. Let it be, Pluto. Let it be. 1935 Disney. There are some really big Disney fans out there, guys. Do not underestimate vintage Disney. We also sold 2 of these to Mr. Louis, and a couple other people have been buying these rare vintage Mickey Mouse cards. I don't offer these for sale all the time. I kind of like them. Okay, that's done. Now, can you see my messages? Yes. What can I help you with? Put me in the box battle, says Javier. All right, Mr. Javier. Box battle is down to 1 spot now. Don't worry, if it runs out, we just run another box battle. And 160 for Latios. Is $40 minimum to start a slab away, Alex? You forgot. Here we are. He should be fine because... Okay, so that's 250 and 160. All right. So some price discounts by Mr. Adam. 52 months, man. Time flies. 52 months. What is that divided by? Let's see what that is. 52 divided by 12. Wow. 4.3 years. Wow. You met me 4 years ago, dude. What do you think of that, Mr. Javier? That's crazy. So, Alex, you sent a total of what? A total of $60 is what you really sent. So we'll say 60 minus 15. So you have $45 that you, after you're done paying your slab away. $45. So your slab away is paid for. Good. And now we start a new slab away for a box of Final Fantasy. And I believe our price on the Final Fantasy is $132. So you're agreeing to that price today? Is it how many packs? Yeah, 12. So just give me a minute. Okay, so it's 1.584. Final Fantasy box. 1584. Okay, and so then you would apply $25 against the actual value because we keep 25 as a fee. So you're down to 1559. Boom. All right, there he goes. So you have $1,559 to go, Mr. Alex. Now, on my side, I think what I'd like to do is order a fresh box of Final Fantasy so that we have enough in stock. Price is rising on it. Okay. What do we have over here? Is Quest Eevee the next star card? That is a good question. Are you in the Quest Eevee? Is that why you're curious? Let's see. I'm so hooked on Expedition 33. There's still quite a few spots in Pikachu, so it won't be until later to decide. Yeah, that's actually a great point. It'll take a while. I still can't believe I lost all those Final Fantasies in that shipment. The one guy, he gave me a refund, but that's not what I want. I want the actual packs. He didn't want to have to replace them. I don't know. It makes me angry, I guess. Divided by 12. Ugh. Okay, so Final Fantasy, is time to potentially change that one. Oh, this is so annoying. Give me a minute here, guys. That guy didn't do anything. Well, no, he refunded me. It's a frustrating situation, though. Scooby Buns. I hate this song. All right, let me take a look at my cash. I'm really tight on cash right now, believe it or not. It's because I placed that giant order for the black-white set. God, I hope that sells. All right, I think we're going to stop there. We're not going to go any deeper. So, Alex, we have a box coming in for you, and there shall be a price update to the current Final Fantasy packs on the menu. French wants $40 in a Gem 2 break. Sounds good, sounds good. All right, so that's what we'll do then. He's actually ahead of anyone else in line, so he's going to go straight into that box battle. All right, good, good, good. We're having a change to the Final Fantasy, guys. Final Fantasy will now be $145. Rating save on that. Okay. Because why? Because it costs more to restock it now. That's why. So that's generally how it all works. It's the market changes, we generally change. Not all products. The hottest products we keep a close eye on. So it's almost Brett Love's turn, by the way. So we're almost there, Brett. There's just a long line over here. And now we do have to take care of this break. All right, good. So he is in. Oh, I wrote down Justin Javier. What am I doing? That's Javier. Am I going nuts? That should be Justin French. Weird. My brain must have been fully distracted. But we know who you are. There's my brain. Dementia Derek, you'll have to call me. All right. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do a lot of my brain being in two places at once when I'm streaming. I got to stop doing that, but I think that's just generally how my brain works. It tends to be in two places at once. All right. There we go. Yeah, so it is our policy in the live chat that if somebody needs help, they should definitely spam. You should just spam. It's not considered rude. It's just hard to get my attention. And so if you're a customer, you 100% deserve to have some way to talk to me. Give me a number. Rubbing my rat for good luck. Glorie Patri et Fili. Is it Glorie? I don't think it's Glorie. 1, 2, 3. Justin got to pick the number out. All right. Justin, it's going to suck if you miss here, but it's possible, okay? There's 2 other people in this break, and they can totally snipe you. Okay. Give me a number. It's in nomine. I know the risks. Never tell me the odds. It's in nomine patre. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Ooh, Justin on 1. Oh, that was so easy. All right, Justin snatched the box. It's not a surprise. Justin was 3 spots deep in a 5-spot break. Your odds were high. Here's Justin picking up a common. Here's Javier picking up a common. Here's Miss 6. I'm sorry, 6. These box breaks are enticing because they're such small breaks. There we go. All right. So let's grab a couple of these. In nomine patre et filii et spiritus sancti. I used to know a whole prayer in Latin. I can't remember anymore. Ave Maria, gratia plena Dominus tecum, benedictus fructus ventris tui, Jesus, something, 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 something after that. We are. I used to know the Pater Noster as well. Pater Noster. Here we are. There we go. Okay. So, Mr. Justin, it's all about you right now. Quit summoning demons. Get back to summoning pokies. All right. What happens now? We get 2 of these. Good. 1. We are almost done running through this case. It's unbelievable how fast these are selling. These are selling very well. Here we are. I suppose the breaks are a little bit cheaper than the boxes. They're cheaper by about $5. You get like $5 off per box. It's like 5% off, I suppose. Maybe we shouldn't be doing that. Wig, getting a new rat today. She'll give me luck. I can't remember the Pater Noster. I used to know that one. I used to know the whole rosary in Latin. Okay. Bonnie Bunny Gaming. Hey, how's it going, Bonnie Bunny Gaming? 2 getting a 3rd. All right. I'm going to be afraid to ship the Final Fantasy box. What? Don't say that. We can set it up for signature or something like that. You need signature? English, please. Oops, here we are. All right. Set this over here. Set this over here. Okay. Ave Maria Gracia Plena. I can't remember though. I can't remember it. I'm trying to do it in my head and I can't. Where the hell is our Blastoise emoji? Here we are. I still believe that shipment of it that went missing had it on the box somewhere. There we go. Good. Good, Anakin. Good. Now kill him. I shouldn't. Do it. All right. Emperor Palpatine was just a guy who wanted to bring order to the universe, you know? He's just a guy who wanted to bring order to the chaos. He's just an ambitious guy. At last, we will have peace, for example. And finally, we will have peace. Okay, you ready? I think Kokobo was in the missing shipment. You never know. Whoever got that box, I hope all the pulls were stinky. Almost certainly a theft. Had to have been a theft. Here we are. Very nice. Let's see a quick translation of this. Hey Hey, mister, I just bought Dark Dragonite Holler for 60 in light play condition. Worth in terms of graphs? I don't get it. Here we are. He's not really saying any. He's talking like it's an ad, like a bot. All right, here we are. Okay. Saying a really basic thing about the promo cards being rare and expensive. Here's Jolteon. Erect. Can't go wrong with Dark Dragonite. He's pretty cool. I like Dark Dragonite. He's a lot of fun. Here's Sylveon. Eee. Glaceon. It's Glaceon. Okay, Glaceon. Here's Espeon. Leafeon. Ooh. And Jolteon. I think I paid 30 for mine in LP. There we go. Lightly peed. Here's Leafy Blown, Eevee Grown, and Vaporeon. Finesse. All right. Second box is cold drip. Now, why do you say that, Tammy? Was there a clue that gave it away? Is it this thing? There. All right. Is there a replacement for the AR? That's a good piece of information to know, actually. VMAX takes the AR slot. Ah, okay, now we know. Okay, VMAX takes the AR slot, guys. There we are. Now we know. Okay, Jolteon. I've said it last night. I might not have seen that. You know what I did today? I went swimming in the lake for the first time this year, and all right, it's really nice. I was avoiding swimming in the lake. It is extremely nice. The water's so shockingly warm, and the sun shines down on you, and we have kind of a private part of well, it's not private. There's a lot of houses, but it's just old people, and they don't go swimming or something. So we had the whole lake to ourselves. No one's nasty music. You know, we didn't have to listen to any bad music, poor taste music. There were boats driving back and forth in the background near the Ha Ha Tonka State Park. People playing on their Sea-Doos, and we were just floating in the water. It was nice. We floated in that water for probably like 2 hours before we went in and ate. Lake water's the best. I was changing into my clothing outside. I like to change outside. Karis is crazy. She runs into the home wet, so she's drenched, and she runs in the freezing cold home in the air conditioning. I don't do that. I dry off outside. But since I don't have a shed to change in, I just stand in front of my backyard naked, wondering, gee, I wonder if any of my neighbors are going to see me naked. So that's how I do it. She runs in and she rushes off to the shower. But I dry off outside and put on dry, clean clothing. Here we are. I think I bought 10 boxes of Gem 2 so far. Only got one SAR. Oh, man, that sucks, Mr. Justin. I'm so sorry, man. That is no good. All right. So, did you need a fresh bag, by the way, Justin? I actually cannot remember. You need a new bag, right? Here we are. It was the best water. No one has water this good. Let me tell you, everyone says this is the best. It's the best water. Nobody has water like this. Here we are. Everyone says we have the best water. Okay, Justin Flench. Yeah, what do you guys think of the computer telling me to hold on to all those homes and just buy a small, cheap home for myself in a new no tax state? That's a very interesting idea. I think that would be hard to do. Okay, so we finished Alex. 6 needs 2 Gem 2. Go 6. Careful, mister. The neighbors almost saw your Pokeballs. They would have. All they would have had to do is look out their window. That's all they'd have to do. We don't have like privacy fences or anything. All they would have had to do is take a look out their window. They'd have seen my whole thing. There we are. My whole setup, my gear, my situation. There we are. did you get my order? There is a lot of orders at the moment on a surprisingly busy Wednesday night with only 86 viewers, so I'm busting through them, have no fear. I'm sure you're really close, Tyler. I grew up in the Midwest and used to swim in lakes and ponds. Never again. People getting brain-eating and amoebas is not my deal. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Well, you know, I didn't dive into the water, though. I didn't snort any of the water. Here we are. Very nice. So, yes, that is a thing, isn't it? Brain-eating amoebas. Don't do it, guys. All right. Good. Just making sure. So 6 has got Lesbion and Jotion. Here you go, 6. All right. Okay. Okay. Francisco Cruz, 100 tore my slab away. Francisco Cruz. This goes down to 100 remaining. Thank you, Francisco. Appreciate it, man. Oops. We have some big slab away payments today. All right. Whew. So let me talk about the current queue. I see a Tammy Lowe order. I see a Sarah Dusenberry order. And over here, there is a Tyler Franson followed by Brett Love. So Tyler, take me out of the magic break. Use this towards a Foundations pack. All right, sounds good. So with you being pulled out of there, there's no one in here. That's good for me, actually, because this price just rose. So that break is over effectively. We can reset that break at a new price now. This goes into Foundations. That break is effectively over. The price on those went up. Where are Foundations? Well, I know where one pack of Foundations is. It's right here. Let's grab that. Oh, we had more. Hope I'm not out of those. Have to check the other room. All right, Mr. Tyler, let's see what we got. Diffusion Strike Gengar, go to the moon. I've not checked on him in a little while, but I bet you he did. Okay, Tyler. Here goes. We've got Elf Warrior, Seer Slicer Goblin. Ooh. Drake Hatcher. Ooh. Zul Ashur, Lich Lord. Okay, Zul. Time Stop. That's pretty cool. Krenko Mob Boss. He looking like a boss. Island. Ooh. Vampire Nighthawk. Heraldic Banner. Grappling Kraken. Seeker's Folly. Evolving Wilds. Involuntary Employment. Mocking Sprite. Vanguard Seraph, and Ice Wind Element. There you have it. There we go. All right, Krenko. Good. And Time Stop. And Seer Slicer Goblin. Okay. There it is, Mr. Tyler. Thank you so, yes, thank you so much, Tyler. That Final Fantasy break was taking a little while, huh? Sometimes a big break like that takes a while. I think with the price of the Fusion... I'm sorry, not the Fusion. The price of the Final Fantasy pack reaching 145 or whatever I set it to means we can actually just host a break for like 3 spots for one whole pack. So those breaks can be smaller and faster now. Mr. Brett, same again. You pick, just make sure I get 2 custom boosters, and the rest is up to you and the community. All right, guys, we got to spend $500 for Mr. Brett Love, but first he is getting 2 live custom boosters. Let's see what he gets. 1, 2. No luck in the live custom boosties. Okay, that's 2 live custom boosters, and that means $460 remains. Okay. All right. What do you guys think? Could be Box of Destiny Rivals. Could be another pack of the Final Fantasy cards. Those are always good. I wear a t-shirt when I go to my mom's or in-laws that says involuntary tech support. Give them black and white. There's black and white. Let's talk about the sets with the optimal return. What do you guys think the sets with the optimal return are? Gem 2. Yeah, Gem 2 would rank high. Should we give him some Gem 2, you think? You got to give him Gem 2. It's like one of the best sets right now. It's really good. So I would do a Gem 2 for 105. You already opened one and it was a cold one, but this one might be hot. You just don't know. Okay, let's see. This has got to be optimal for return, right? Because of the Umbreon is in it. All right. So you have 355 remaining. 151 Ultra Premium Collection, says Gavin. That set is good. Did I just raise the price on that one? I just raised the price on that one, didn't I? He gets that one a lot. Yeah, the Ultra Premium Collection. Chinese 151 too for the Mew chance. Chinese 151 has a Mew in it. There's a Prismatic. Prismatic always gives you a chance at an SAR, SIR, or like a God Pack or something. What do you guys think? Prismatic? He's got 355 left. So what would that be, like 17 times 6? So 355, well, that'd be 17.5 times 6. So it's about 105 as well. Okay. So 355 minus 105 is 250. So he's got 250. Okay, so 250. We could open up a whole box of Final Fantasy for him, I bet. Final Fantasy is not bad these days. Or could we? Has it gotten unobtainably expensive? I don't think it has. Dragon Ball. Ooh, the new Dragon Ball manga set. That would be interesting. Dragon Ball manga set. Do you like Dragon Ball at all, Mr. Brett? There's a new Dragon Ball manga set that's been very popular. Let's see. This one right here, in fact. Dragon Ball manga. That's a popular one. That one's selling. Those are the packs it's in, I'm pretty sure. So let's just take a quick look at the Dragon Ball on this menu over here. Dragon Ball Z. It's called Manga Booster. Not up to me. So we'll open that one because it's a brand new set. Okay, and it's $144. So you have $111 left. $111. 111. Be interesting if you pulled a Mothman out of the Metazoo packs. You know, the Mothman, again, is like an $800 card. The Metazoo packs only cost like $40. $40-ish. Let's see. Then again, there's OP12. So give them 111 of South Park. OP12 is really cheap on the menu and has a chance for a manga. That's not bad, right? This set right here. So this set is somewhat popular on the menu right now. It's OP12, and it's a $3 pack, so it's just really cheap. I happen to get it at a pretty good price myself, so I'm able to do that. So let's find that out. 3 times 24, 72, minus 111. So you have $39 left. He has $39 left. What do you guys think at this point? Well, we could round that up to 40 and put you into the Charizard break. I think that the Charizard's a very good card. We are. 2 customs. All right, 2 customs it is. So we can have you order 2 more customs. They do have to be done in line. So we will now go check to see if anyone else bought any live customs. Okay, there's Tammy. Don't worry, Tammy, we're going to work on that. Nope, no one else has bought any customs. So you're good. So he wants 2 more customs as well. All right, 2 live customs and all this stuff. Okay, sounds good. So you're getting 4 sealed booster boxes. Set these over here. Big orders for Mr. Brett, man. Thank you, Brett. Good luck. Okay. We got 1. And 2. Oh my God, they're brutal, dude. I'm telling you, man, these live customs are very tough sometimes. Here it is. All right, 2 cold live customs. You know, if you like doing the live customs, you could try the Poke Shuffle, because the Poke Shuffle is shuffled and hands out live customs anyways. But I feel like the live customs is so snipeable that it's kind of a dangerous play, you know. But, you know, you do whatever you like the most. Here it is, because sometimes the live customs really pay out. But okay, so let's get started on this. The One Piece packs, we'll start there. So One Piece, we have been selling through this pretty fast. I think that the really agreeable price is a big part of it. OP12. What you need out of here is a manga. There's a lot of alt arts. Those all have a little bit of value, but there's a very big pull everyone wants. It's called a manga pull, and they just go for uber amounts of money. And I don't think I've ever recorded us pulling one from OP12. Thanks for your help. Sarah made an order. Wait a second. Oh, good. She ordered OP9. All right. Whew. Make sure that Brett's not cutting the line here. Because if she had already ordered OP12 and then we gave you a box of OP12, that'd be like a line cut almost. All right. Good. And thanks for all your help. No, thank you, Mr. Brett. Appreciate it, man. I'm hoping that you pull some really big cards. I'd like to see you come out on top. I want to see you get some big snipes. All right. Let's see what kind of luck we run into. Ready? Here's this lady. Ooh. This is called a Dawn card. It's for playing the game. It's like a full art. Probably gradable. These are your hollows over here. They're not very valuable. There we are. But every now and then, one or two of them might have a good artwork or maybe a popular character on it. That might be worth paying attention to. I know that's how it works for Pokemon. Okay, pink guy. Is his name Don Flamingo or something like that? Oh, here we go. All right, so your box is going to be an alt-art box. And you pull Boobs McGee. So you've pulled a large-breasted lady. And it's probably a gradable card. I've never had that much trouble selling girl cards ever. It shouldn't be an issue. In his message and email, he said he wanted 2 live customs. He already opened those at the beginning of the order. So he had $40 left, and he wanted 2 more. So within the time period of us working on the order, if somebody else had signed in for 2 more live customs, we would have to do those first. But I see how you might have gotten that confused. Oh, double pulls this time. Look at that. That says a leader. All right, that was a good box. He got a leader card, too. That's the artwork. Look. Nice. All right, that's a good box. I bet you it's a good box. Okay, liking that. Oh, here's one of your SRs. Not Boobs McGee. Here's this. Here's another SR. Okay, another SR. There we go. Okay. All right, there we go. So there is a full box of OP12. Getting ready to make a very large order of PRB. Is it PBR? No, PRB. Getting a very large order of PRB2. I don't know if that set's any good. I've heard it could be pretty good. But we are getting a large order of PRB2. All right. So that's the first part of the order. Second part of the order. Here it is. Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball manga just came out. Dragon Ball is a nostalgia set for a lot of people. Came out a long time ago. I remember Dragon Ball and Pokemon. Dragon Ball and Pokemon. Those would play on TV next to each other. This set has been extremely popular. It's also very generous because the whole booster pack is holographic. Now, if you ever don't want the hollows from this set, just tell me. I call them bulk hollows. If you ever don't want them, just let me know, and we'll have them removed. Some people don't care for them because they don't want 12 pounds of bulk sent home. Okay, snipping this. All right, lovely, man. Snipping this. Lovely. Oh, big order. Okay. Just hits, don't need the bulk. All right, sounds good. Sounds good. Let's get it. Ah, this is not bulk. That's an awakened card. Okay. And so here is your pull from the back. Dragon Ball fans are very curious what you pull out of here. Look at that. It's got a reverse hollow stamp of this Dragon Ball logo. That's cool. Okay. So these are classic drawings from the Dragon Ball manga, I suppose. And as a result, this set's been pretty popular. Here's an SR. We're looking for an SR star in this box. That's what we're looking for. Or just a star card in general, I think. Normal guy. Oh, SR. I like the little gold gilded stripes on the card. Here's a regular R. Here's a regular R. Here's a regular R. So you're getting some normal pulls, of course. Every box is going to be like that. Okay, here's this bad looking guy who is bad. This is cool looking. I'm going to keep that one. There we are. All right. I noticed they all have one of these. This is some sort of weird blurry technique. I don't know. It's like a matte, frazzled finish on the card. Very strange. So there's a different kind of rarity there. And here's this. Another nice Awaken card. These are super cool, the Awakens. Okay, if you're a Dragon Ball fan, you might be interested in these. These are $5.50 per pack right now. We have sold a decent chunk of them. Okay, here's the old man. Oh, could this be a rare card back here? What do we got? Nope, just a regular SR of Vegeta. It's Vegeta. It's actually pronounced Vegeta. Here's this guy, the pink guy. Oh, Bubblegum Man. Oh, yeah. Very good. Oh, my gosh, this music sounds so good. Here's, oh. Very nice. Very good. Ooh. There's your star card. Look at that. It's one of these weird matte finish cards. It's got like a golden coloration to it. It's the old man. Look at that. That's cool. Look at that. What do you guys think of that? Dragon Ball collectors. That's neat. All right. Well, look at all that bulk hollow, man. All right. Here's this. I think gold are hits. Yeah, I think they are too. Here we are. And there we go. So you got a golden card out of yours. Does anyone know the value on that? E58. Dragon Ball manga. E58 Japanese Dragon Ball manga. Does anyone want to look it up real fast? That's cool, man. All right. Oops. Okay. So we'll sleeve this real fast. No. All right, nobody's looking it up. I'll look it up real fast. So I'm curious. I want to know what this is going for. Dragon Ball manga. And this number is E58. Man, I love that song that was just playing. I want to hear it again. Okay, here it is. Energy Marker Parallel Manga Booster Dragon Ball Fusion World. Wow, it's a nice $84. Look at that. Just for the one card. Sweet, dude. Yeah, oh, here's one for $333. Why is that one for $333? That seems like it's too much. Hold on. Looks to be the same card. Oops. So the cheapest one is $84. And that guy's selling 4 of them. And then after that, it moves up to $135. So don't sell this too fast or anything. Might be worth holding on to. Cool, man. All right. golden guy. I don't even know his name. Very good. And then, of course, you've got all of these. Some bulk-looking ones and then some higher quality ones with the gold borders. These nice. The Awakened card. I think Awakened cards are always popular. Look at that. That's nice. Okay, some more bulk. Golden borders, golden borders. Another Awakened card and golden borders. Cool. So that's how boxes work. It's pretty neat. Lots of pulls in one box. Ooh. So that was Dragon Ball manga. Master Roshi. Thank you. That's so nice. Thank you. Let's go ahead and pop these bad boys in here. You definitely got a lot of cards tonight. Okay. Now, next up, we're going to open up. I say we open up. Oh, God. Now we got to listen to this one. This song's terrible. It's too much like clown car music, you know? So, the Prismatic Evolutions. This is one of the more premium items that I picked out for you. It represents a chance at the $3,000 Umbreon Prismatic pull. It's a very envious card. Actually, I think we have it right here. So, you are trying to pull this guy right here. I ran off and grabbed one copy of it because I was scared what could happen in the future to this card. It's very hard to pull this card on the left. So I hope you pull it, and we've actually never recorded ourselves pulling it. You'd be the first one to do it. But be careful getting attached to that idea, because a lot of people have tried and no one's managed to do it. It's just really bizarrely difficult. Okay. Do you have a link for your streaming music, or do you have your own compilation? It's just randomly picked out by YouTube, and if I don't like it, I skip. That's it. Here we are. All right. So, right now that's how it's working. Like whatever this is, it plays for 30 minutes and then it goes to a new thing. And then if I like it, I just leave it alone. If I don't like it, I go, ew. Come on, Prismatic. Come on! Here we are. Here we are. Good. Oh, good. Good. By the way, if you guys are watching this stream, we do commission sales. That's where we take your slab and put it up on the table here for sale. And we sell it at the cheapest buy it now price on eBay. If you're interested in doing that, all you got to do is mail me some stuff to sell. That's all you got to do. Here's Black Belt Umbreon Reverse Hollow. I think we sold one of those for a high price, actually. Weirdly enough. So this little Umbreon might be worth something. Okay. Okay, come on. Please be lucky, man. You got a nice Eevee. Good. This set is relentless. Your odds are poor. But we want to see you get something, obviously. We got Sylveon. Oh. All right. Oh, not bad. That is Master Ball Leafeon. That is actually generally a good pull. You have done quite well. Here's Okidogi. Orf. Some hollow. 2 packs left. Master Ball Leafeon popping out there, guys. It's a nice Groudon. Okay, one last pack. Okay, there's a nice Hollow Leafeon and Carmine Pokeball. That's it. You're going to pull a Master Ball Leafeon out of your box, which is way more generous than the usual pulls. That is actually very generous from Prismatic. That's a hollow. All right, good. Many people open those boxes for like a ton of money and pull nothing. Not even one good card. They're that rough. They're extremely rough. We call this the Dark Souls set Pokemon card opening because you are going to get your booty cheeks handed to you. You're going to get them clapped. Okay. So I saw a couple things. Umbreon Reverse, a nice Eevee. Sylveon's nice. And then a nice Leafeon Master Ball. Cool, man. Good. Now, Gem 2. Let's see if we get lucky in Gem 2. You're hoping for Umbreon AR to pull out of here. Right now, that Umbreon is sold for $1,500, and people are just getting real crazy about this set all of a sudden. Okay. Oops. Good. Snipping this. Sneeping this. All right. You know what's cool about being here opening these cards rather than, let's say, at the slot machine at the casinos? Everything gets recorded, and some of these pulls are really significant online. So, Brett, if you ever pull something real crazy on this table, like that Dragonite, it could be remembered forever. It could be remembered for years. For years and years and years. That's what's cool about it. And you can save, you know, like if you were to hit a good hand in the poker table, no one in the world ever knows. And, but over here, you pull something like that Fossil Dragonite, everyone going to remember that Brett loved to pull that Dragonite. So that's a very cool thing, I think. And I often feel that the odds with your Pokemon cards are much better than a hand of poker, you know what I mean? Those places are rough. Here's a Glaceon. Glaceon V, huh? Sorry for taking up so much time. Oh, no, you're not taking up too much time. You're doing exactly what we want to do. We want to open some cards, man. That's exactly what we should be doing. There's Leafy Bro. It's Leafy Bro. All right. Good. Vaporeon. Leafy Bro. Flareon. So he pulled a V out of here. Tammy, does the V card take the place of an AR as well? I wonder how it works. No, because here's another V. Okay. 3 packs left, I think. It'll be live on the internet. Yeah, it's a cool thing, man. Here's a Pokeball. Oh, there it is. Hey, but that's cool, actually. Look at that. So this is apparently, in English, this would not be considered rare. But when you think about it, that is a triple star rarity in this set. And so for Chinese collectors, it might actually be valuable. Has anyone considered that? So we all tend to go, no AR, no good, right? Stinky. But has anyone considered this is actually valuable to somebody? Like, it's in Chinese, right? And if this is super rare in Chinese, they might want to collect it. Here we are. Very cool. I lost my V card in high school. Nice, dude. Okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Awesome possum. So I'm going to give you a bonus card tonight because you opened so much. Here's a nice little bonus card. This is actually a Blockbuster promo of Topps Mewtwo. We sell these for $20. Anyone can buy one. But that's a little bonus pack for you tonight. You open some Topps cards. I'm going to toss them in with the rest. Like this. That is a promo that they would hand out at Blockbuster. How cool is that, everybody? Okay, good. Thank you, mister. No problem, man. Thanks for the big orders tonight. Figured that would sweeten up the deal. I think I paid $12 for him back in the day. I don't know what he sells for now. I think last time I checked, he was getting up to like 17 or 18 or something like that. There. Okay. Nice. Yeah, so that VMAX Umbreon you pulled at the end of that Gem 2 box, you might be interested in getting that graded. Weirdly enough, because in English that would not be considered a rare card, but it is actually a rare card in Chinese. So as an English audience, we look at it and we go, we can get that in English. But if you're a Chinese collector and you're looking for the rarest Chinese cards, that one might actually be considered a big hit. I don't know. I think I need more than a box now. Here we are. Very good. I'll rewind this. So, good. Sarah Dusenberry. Miss Sarah, 85 to pay off my slab away. Ooh. Thank you for the wait, Sarah. So, is she awake? She hasn't gone to sleep, has she? PSA 10, Zubat Golbat. Okay, let's get the Zubat Golbat. Dang it. I wish this thing wouldn't stick so much. It's so annoying. The table cleaner. Okay, could it be in here? That's Beatrice. I do not know where we've kept it. Roel Campos. Just go one at a time the slow way so we don't miss it. So I have this box near me, and this is like a staging box. Ah, this is Beatrice. No. What am I thinking? I'm losing my mind. All right, Sarah. We're looking for Sarah. Sorry about that. That was a double layer card, and I thought, oh, this is it. I found a double layer card. Okay, so your card is probably in the B box behind me. The Cast and Mars Attacks is crazy. Ugh. My legs. Here it is. All right. We got you, Miss Sarah. The Cast and Mars Attacks. Look at that, guys. Zubat and Golbat. Sarah, these were good purchases. You know why? Because I guarantee you these are going up in price. Skyridge Rev foils have all gone up in price. Okay. You know, it occurs to me, I don't know how to spell the last part of your name. Is it really? Oh, it is. Okay. Do you think Expedition will follow suit? All of it. Aquapolis, Expedition, Sky Ridge. All those cards are doing well. But, I mean, what's not doing well? You know, that's a real question. Just, here's Alakazam. Like, look at anything from WOTC era. It's doing well, too. Look at anything from Gold Star era. I call it Gold Star era. I think that's the sexiest name. You could also call it Gen 3. You could call it Ruby Sapphire. I don't like the name EX era. You know why? Because there's a lot of sets that are in EX era. You know, EX cards didn't go away for a long time. So, one OP Japanese box and one Topps Lord of the Rings. That's a pretty epic order. Let's see what kind of Lord of the Rings cards we're pulling for you tonight. Okay. Good. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope you guys are having a great night. What do we got? Shelob. Ooh. This guy, kneeling, because he's about to take an oath. Okay. He's having a smoke and a drink, of course. And here's our friend Gimli. He's the third in their threesome, and here's Gimli. Very weird. Bunch of men traveling together. No women. Nay women. We are. All right. There's Gimli. There's, not Gimli. There's Golem. Very different Golem. Okay. Then the Pokemon Golem. Here is Gandalf. Smoking a pancake? No? Well, I can see there's no pleasing you, Austin Powers. No women. My rats decided to watch Mr. with me. What? Squeak. All right, here's this. Rats are so cute. They're cuddly, they squeak, and in an emergency, they make a delicious rat burger. We are. All right, so OP9. I'm always teasing Alexis about that. She found some baby birds. She was trying to help them. And I was like, baby birds. Delicious. Let's see. Box of OP9. No, mister. What? All right, let me go get a box of OP9. All right. OP9 was one of my single largest orders of One Piece ever. Bought so much of this. There you go. All right. If I got a pet rat, the rat's name would be Hamburger. I would name him Rat Burger and Rat Dog. 2 rats, Rat Burger and Rat Dog. Or Hot Rat. There you go. There we go. Hello. So, 1 whole box of OP9. Good luck. Seva Dusaneve. They actually do eat rats in some cultures, right? They eat them in some rural places in Asia. They capture big field mice, big wild ones. And they're like the size of rabbits almost. And then they clean them up and eat them. They are. Probably not a lot different from just eating squirrel or rabbit, though, really. I've never had rabbit or squirrel. Wonder if they're any good. Bet you they're not that good. If rabbit and squirrel were good tasting, they'd be for sale at Walmart. Guinea pigs. Oh yeah, some places eat guinea pigs too. They got guinea pig meat farms. Very interesting. Gotta do what you gotta do when you're hungry. Rat burger with cheese. Rabbit and squirrel are okay. What? You gonna throw the rabbits and the squirrel under the bus? 6. You're like, you can eat those. What? Yeah. Oh, you got Utah. All right, 1 Utah. No rats. Ah, rats. Here we are. Okay. Very nice. I'm a country girl. We used to kill our food. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I feel like actually very few people are doing that anymore. And weirdly enough, I feel like that's almost a bad thing. You know, like, people should know how their meat is made. No, Daddy, don't hurt the chicken. Son, you're never going to enjoy chicken nuggets if we don't kill this chicken. There you go. I don't know. I feel like there's some sort of exposure to the real world, to nature, that is healthy for you. Like, you can't eat meat all day and never kill one animal because it's like you're disconnected from reality. You really are. When I was younger, we didn't like chop off chicken heads or anything, but we had homeschool families that did that kind of stuff, and they'd show me, like, you know, where they chopped the heads off. There is one thing I was taught to chop up, and it was fish. I think we talked about that the other day. My dad loved fishing, and he made all of us boys gut fish. We also gutted crawdads. Yeah, we did that to crawdads too. We caught tons and tons of crawdads, and then we would rip the tails off and all that and store them in a freezer bag until we had enough for like a gumbo or something. It wasn't very good. It wasn't like a seafood boil, it was a gumbo. But, you know, we only did that like once, I think. But we gathered like 20 pounds of crawdads easily. It was an enormous amount. And it took a long time. Here we are. But I guess he didn't want to cook the guts and all. But I think that's how they do it in a seafood boil. They put the whole crawdad in. So we didn't do that. Of course, you didn't have the internet to give you all that advice back then. Homemade deer jerky, nothing is better. Yeah, so I would gut the fish, and, you know, the little heart would still be beating. He's like, look, the heart's still beating. And I was like, oh my God. But I feel like you got to do that as a kid. I think all kids got to do that. You got to hold the knife and cut the fish yourself, and then fry the fish meat up and be like, all right, we went hunting, we killed an animal, and we ate the animal because we were hunting. It just sort of keeps you real, you know? It's not so good to live in a sort of plastic society where you never do anything real. All right. It's an odd thought, isn't it? You need to be a little bit uncivilized to be a human. A little bit uncivilized. If you're too perfectly neutered and, you know, castrated and kept indoors like a house cat or like a picture frame on the shelf, you maybe you lack teeth or something. I don't know. You lack a sharpness to you. All right, here we are, Mr. Brett. I think it's important. All right. If my dad hadn't done that with us, I think we would have been worse off. Here we are. Oh, whoa. Not Brett. Sarah Dusenberry, of course. I still thinking about Brett, man. That guy was opening so much. All right, Sarah. Yuta has been pulled. 3 nice SRs. We've got your Dawn card, and you got your lovely Lord of the Rings cards. Okay. And also, Sarah, normally she gives up the hollows. I'm going to give these up. I'm just going to set them to the side. If you want them in your bag, have me put them in there, okay? Not me. Not you. You was opening so much tonight, I was still thinking about you. I was still in that mode. All right, Miss Sarah. Let's see. She got her own box, doesn't she? We must have shipped her recently. Okay. Deer have big eyes and you shoot them? No, not Bambi's mother. Dude, deers are jerks, man. Deers are jerks. The downward spiral began when Bambi came out. And we humanized deer. Deer do not experience the same range of emotions as humans. They're not sentient. Deer do not go, I think, and therefore I am. They don't do that. We do that. We build societies. We write poetry. We make movies like Bambi. Actual deer do not do anything like that. What do deer do? They eat. They try not to die. They try to kill each other when it's mating season. And then they spread you Lyme disease. They give you Lyme disease, and they run themselves into your vehicle so that you die in your vehicle. Every year, people die to deer who are too stupid to not stand in the road. They're so dumb. Vultures know not to be in the road. Isn't that funny? Maybe because vultures are always eating roadkill. Maybe they've witnessed too much. I don't know. But some animals are just really dumb on the road. Not vultures. That's what annoys me, because it tells me that the animals could be smart enough to just not jump in front of a gigantic moving object. Like, how did you make it this far? You know, you see this big moving object, it's moving in a straight line. Quick, jump in front of it. What? Karis always says, well, they didn't evolve to live alongside cars. And it's like, we didn't keep evolving. We're just smart enough not to stand in front of a car while it's moving. And again, you never see dead vultures, because the vulture sees the car and it just says, all right, I'm getting out of here. No, but deer are like, okay, there's the car. 1, 2, 3. All right, now, everyone, jump. Oh, did we kill him? Terrible. I can butcher a deer and an alligator. An alligator! You are. 6 is a survivor. We got another big order for Mr. Brett coming in, I think, guys. So, but first, Miss Tammy, put me in the box battle. Use credit. Okay, this is the last box battle for Pokemon Gem for this round. And the next round, we may include a star spot, okay? So if you like it the way it is, keep an eye on that. All right, because we are actually whipping through these incredibly fast. The next case of Gem is almost sold. There it is. You're in, Miss Tammy. Oh, and we got to use a store credit. Okay. So we got to update this. No, but we humanized Bambi. We gave Bambi the emotions and the intelligence and the awareness of a human. And, I mean, that's just fun storytelling. It's really fun storytelling. But it is a curious thing that humans do that, you know. It says something about us that we do that. Here's Mr. Justin. 3 more Gem 2 packs, 4 Poke Shuffles, and shipping. You got it. 3 more Gem 2 packs. Silent deer whistles on the front cards. Do they not have them anymore? I looked those up. I was told those do not work by the internet. I was told they do not work. All right. You provide a forecast of Pokemon Future. I've sealed Evolving Skies. That's just skyrocketing. It's insane. Do you see it continuing, especially since it's out of print? So if you want my real feelings on the market right now, it's generally positive. It's surprised but positive. Because again, the Pokemon market shot up without COVID checks. No one got free money from the government this time. Without Logan Paul did not go viral over Pokemon this time. Without being locked at home with COVID, without rediscovering the hobby. Oh, I just rediscovered it. Now I want to spend a bunch of money on it. No, everyone already did that in 2019 and then it faded. No, this is just sort of a slow burn. And as everyone becomes aware that Pokemon's sticking around, they go, well, wait a second then. I better go grab my favorite card. So this time it might be for keepsies. It might be everyone's buying up what they can, and then when it's all at $1 bazillion, you're just not getting it anymore. As for Evolving Skies, if you want to be able to know how the price of Evolving Skies is moving, keep a close look on the slabs in the Evolving Sky set. If the slabs are moving up because people are demanding those particular artworks, you will know that your Evolving Skies are going up too. But also, you know, people like YouTubers, celebrities, they might do a fun opening of Evolving Skies to see if they can pull that Umbreon VMAX. However, I have to say this, Prismatic and Evolving kind of compete with each other now. Look at that. So, Mr. Justin, you got these. Now you need 4 Poke Shuffles. All right, deer whistles don't work. Lady where I lived had some and still got killed by a deer a few years ago in a crash. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I heard someone say the deer can hear them, but it just confuses them. Oh, whoa! Wow, that's the round people want. Look at that. Look at that. That's why people go deep in the Poke Shuffles. They keep hoping for this to happen. But it's happening for you, Mr. Justin French. Congratulations. That's crazy when that happens. So because the cards get shuffled, you end up with scenarios like this where everything gets out of order and you can pull a bunch in a row. What did you actually get, though? Let's find out. Wati. Oh, this is pricey. Look at that. That is German Wati, which is actually Flaffy. Elektrischer Schlag and Schwanschak with eine Münze. Bei Kopf fügt diese Angriff Gerden? I don't know. Anyways, so there's Wati, and now you need the Nidoran. This one? That's pricey too. You got this one for $40. Wow, that's 80 already. And then it says Old Maid Pikachu. I didn't see that one in here. Oh no. Tell me it's in here. Oh, here it is. Old Maid Pikachu. Wow. Crazy, bro. Look at that, everybody. I just got screwed. You told me to go into Poke Shuffles instead of Live Customs. Good job to that person. I'm sorry. Well, I mean, it's just random. It is just random. But this is what you were hoping to occur, and he happened to have ordered just before you. The same problem happens with the live. But that doesn't mean there's nothing left in the Poke Shuffle. There's still a bunch of stuff in the Poke Shuffles. And if you ordered some too, the good part is we go to a different part in the box. Do you see what I'm saying, Brett? So listen. So if you've got an order coming up, we don't pull these ones right here. I wouldn't want to be the guy who pulls these because these are probably cold. We'll shuffle and you'll get something from like over here. See what I'm saying? You'll get yours from the middle of the box or something like that. So that's the beauty of the Poke Shuffle. So even if the guy ahead of you pulls something hot, he's not going to affect your pulls. You get something from a different part of the box. All right, here it goes. That's the beauty of it. It's shuffled every time. Let me explain something Justin didn't pull. He did not pull the 5 Live Customs card. There's a 5 Live Customs card in the box somewhere worth $100. You might accidentally pull that one. And that's a big deal. You could pull that for $5 if you're lucky. Elon Sus Grok 4. Elon's in the news a lot, man. That guy's getting in the news a lot. All right, congratulations on your good luck, Mr. Justin. Here we are. There's still a good amount of slabs in the box. Ah, my eye. All right, let's see. Mr. Justin. Yeah, he did not pull a $100 slab out or anything like that, so there should be a good chance for some solid stuff in there. All right. Mr. Use the eye lotion stat. The eye lotion? What are you talking about? Oh, that's a nice $80 card. That could go in the Poke Shuffles. Okay. And in fact, it is Mr. Brett's turn. He says 2 Live Customs, 4 Poke Shuffles, a Sword and Shield Charizard UPC, and something for you, $25. What? All right. So let's see. So we'll get those 2 Live Customs. Let's start there. 1 and 2. Ah, man, Live Customs are always very brutal. Let's try that Poke Shuffle. So I'm hoping you pull Live Customs out of your Poke Shuffle. That's why I want to see you pull. Let's see what you got. We got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. It's just random. Of course not. All right. Tough round on the lives and the Pokey Shuffle. I'm sorry, man. So crazy, man. All right. Those are tough. But that doesn't mean that you can't get lucky in your Charizard UPC. So we're going to go grab that. How do you think Korean cards are going to hold up in near time? I think they're going to do very well. I think Korean cards are going to do very well. I also think Chinese cards are going to do very well. Okay, so now we got to restock one of these. Yes, imagine you're Korean American, or imagine you're Chinese American, and you could buy a $10,000 card or a $500 Korean version of the card. Which one are you going to buy? You know, for a $700 Chinese version of the card. You might be tempted to buy it in Chinese or in Korean. I think they're going to do very well. Want to trade anything that I just won for Kadabra? Oh, you want to trade those toward the Kadabra? Is that right? Well, give me a minute here. So we want to have a restock on this Charizard promo box. Wow, the restock is basically the same price. It's almost the same price I just sold it for. That's crazy. So this will be changing now. Okay, so the Charizard box will go from $415 to $500 even. So the next one's really expensive. Should I be looking at the prismatic set too while we're at it? No, prismatic's not so bad. Yeah, maybe we need to host a prismatic break again. What do you guys think? That's good. Probably a lot more of them considering they're not out of print necessarily, whereas the Sword and Shield Charizard and the English 151 UPC are definitely out of print if you think about it. Let's check the Celebration UPC as well, since we're here. Celebrations UPC sealed. I imagine that one is shot up. Oh my god, dude. What is going on with the hobby, man? It's so crazy. I swear we price updated this just like yesterday. Oh my gosh. It just can't be this way. It just doesn't make sense, you know? All right. So I guess it can remain on the menu. It's going to be a different price. It's currently at $6,400. It will now be at $965. That's like a $300 jump. Shining Legends box is off. XY Red Blue Charizard box is no longer on either. Oh, Prismatic SPC is not a pre-sale. That's available now. All right, so that's all updated. All right, good. So let's start opening our box of Charizard UPC for our friend, Mr. Brett. Mr. Brett, you got it at a good price, actually. Let's see what we got. Heck, man, the more of these you had opened in the past, the better it would have been, because they were all a little bit cheaper back then. Crazy how that works, you know, in a hot market. You don't think of that. Ugh, there we go. Good, good. What did you pull again? You want to trade toward the Kadabra? Let me see. Nidoran, Waddy, Pikachu. I'll trade you all 3 of them for the Kadabra. Don't know if you're down for that. Okay, flip that around. The difference is the Kadabra is actually a very nice vintage card. All right. Maybe the Nidoran? No, we put the Nidoran into the live customs, or I'm sorry, into the Poke Shuffle for 40. There we are. You can keep the Nidoran. If you think he's got a good value, you can keep him. He's all yours. All right, cool. Oh, we got to thank Mr. Brett for these big openings, man. Without him, we would not see these so often. So here we have a lovely Charizard box. Here are the promos. Lovely. Okay. Popping this over here, fresh right out of the box. These are for, like, playing the game. I don't know if you want these. They're just, like, tokens. I could just throw them away. I'm going to toss them back here. All right. So there we go. Now, there is a nice thing in here. It's the, here it is. It's the Charizard coin. So this Charizard coin might actually have a little value. So I would hold on to this one. This hits only, no problem. Can I keep the Pikachu and trade the other 2 for Kadabra? Let me look at them. I'm just not interested in that trade. I'd rather have the Kadabra. There you go. All right. It's about the same value, right? But I'd rather just have the Kadabra in this case. I like him better. Actually, he hasn't gone up in price, has he? Let me take a quick look because you're negotiating for me on him. Kadabra vending. Okay, let's see. So there's technically one in Canada, and it has an $80 price tag with $4 shipping, right? But if you actually click on it and try to buy it, it's going to charge you taxes on eBay. Okay, so with the taxes, it's a higher number. Oh, I wish it would convert. What's $123 to Canadian to USD? I hate conversions. 123 Canadian to USD. Oops, to ISD. So it says 91. So watch this. So we are now going to update Kadabra here to be what you would really pay on eBay, which is about 91. There you go. Ah, it doesn't look so different now. All right. So let's sneak these. Okay, I'll send you $10 more. I'm not interested in that trade. I'd rather have the Kadabra. All right, so let's do it. Let's get these organized. Give me a minute. I am interested in the Kadabra. I like him. I actually like him a lot. Here's the Voltage. Here's the Evolving Skies. Here's the Fusion. Here we are. 3 fusions. Here's a Darkness. Brilliant Stars. Astro Radiance. Lost Origin. Okay, so they're already kind of sorted. Nice. How much you think these 3 packs of Evolving cost these days? That's got to be a serious chunk of money. All of these packs have gotten so expensive. Can you do that with the UPCs too? There you go. Very nice. Let's start snipping this. But it's funny how the Kadabra was only $80 on the table. And when you really investigate it, it's you get a worse price on eBay. So the table sometimes is generous. Sometimes I'm trying to cut you guys a deal. All right, let's snip this. Not trying to be too greedy on it. Usually that's because I also accept kind of a concept that were I to sell Kadabra on eBay, I would also be, paying that stupid eBay fee, you know what I'm saying? So I try to keep it good for us both. A little bit here, a little bit there. Until it's something really, really desirable that everyone's fighting over, trying to put in the slab away or something like that. Then the prices get more demand sensitive, let's say. All right, here we are. Oh, please pull an alt art. Please, I'd love to see an alt art for Mr. Brett right now. I'd love to see Mr. Brett get a bunch of high-end alt arts right now. Okay. So, here goes. Pack number 1. Q font. It's nice Q font. Pack number 2. Zorua, Dragapult, last chance. We need Gengar. Come on, Gengar. Nah, it's Shelter. All right, Sheltering it up. That was our Fusion Strike. Here's Vivid Voltage. Dust Noir. Here's Vivid Voltage. Meowth. Oh, my God, dude. Give us something good. Please, Pokemon. Please, I'm shaking. I'm crying. Put this in order. Lost Abyss. Let's get the next one. Shall be like this. All right, so we're going to go best goes last, okay? Just like that. So we got Darkness Ablaze. Could be Charizard, but it is Dracozolt. Okay, how about Astral Radiance? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Dialga. I like the Oshawott Hollow, too, by the way. Don't underestimate a good Hollow. Sometimes those are really nice and valuable. Very cute Oshawott. Here's Astral Radiance. Oh, we didn't know who this was back then. This is Shinji Kanda. Yes, so weirdly enough, if this could grade 10, that could do maybe kind of well. Here's Bisharp Typhlosion. Oh my God, no good pulls so far. Brutal. Come on, bro. We just need one Altart. Come on, RNGesus. Come on. Claydol. I like that Mewtwo. This is brilliant. You could pull a big Charizard out of here. Executor. Come on, bro. Okay, okay. Picking up an Orangaroo. Ah, a little off center, though. God dang, dude. That's okay. I want my money back. Here's Obama Snow and Rhydon and Galarian Berserker. So, that's okay. All this can be okay. All we have to have is something big to come out of these Evolving Skies, right? There's 3 packs of that. That's pretty good. Okay, Pikachu. I see you. A little off-center, though. Yeah, he's an off-center Pikachu. All right. Come on, bro. Eldegoss. Last pack, last chance. Oh, my heart. Oh, it's so tough, man. It's so tough. Oh, my dear gosh. There we go. All right. No Altarts. You've opened so many of these and have not pulled any Altarts, I think. No, I think you pulled a Hisuian Sneasler one time, didn't you? Oh, my God, dude. Pokemon cards. That's why they cost a lot. That's why when you look at the PSA 10 prices, they're like, yep, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. Because that's how much it costs to open them. It is Executor. Boo, law. And that's why I don't open Pokemon. It says R1 TCG. You got to open them. You got to admit defeat and open them sometimes. Like, I opened the Aquapolis pack and lost $1,000. And I said, that's just what it's meant to be. Now, these Charizards could still save you somewhat. Hope you get nice grades on those. We haven't seen the other 2, but they are behind the first one. And here is a little Charizard coin as well. That's actually gradable, I'm sure. So we're going to give that to you as well, Brett. Now, Brett, you gave me $25 to spend on myself. I kind of want to spend it on you. I want to spend it on you because if you had pulled a big card out of the UPC, I'd spend it on me. Let's do it that way. Since a big card didn't come out, let's spend it on you. My boy. Nope, I'm done opening, says Charles. We got $25. If you could put that into anything right now, what would you want, Brett? Since you didn't pull a big hit out of the UPC, let's do that. What do you think? What sounds good? 500 for a couple of reverse hollows is insanely terrible. No, wait a second. He also got a golden Charizard coin, and he got 3 gradable Charizards. So those are 3 Charizards, and they could easily make up for the pack if, like, let's say 2 of them grade 10, right? You choose. Okay, let's see. $25. I want the Pokey Shuffles, but let me see who's in line for Pokey Shuffles real fast. Make sure we don't cut the line. That's how we do it. We don't want to cut the line. Okay. There is no one in line for the Pokey Shuffles. So I'm going to get you 5 Pokey Shuffles. Does that sound good? There is no one in line for Pokey Shuffles. He's got $25 left. We're going to do 5 Pokey Shuffles. Sounds good. All right. Pokey shuffling it up. Good luck. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No! Oh my gosh, Mr. Brett. No luck in the Pokey Shuffles at all. Wow, man. Just a rough time. Oh my gosh. Well, every night cannot be the super big hit night, I suppose. Jesus, dude. Do I have like a spare card I can give you? I can give you a spare card or some crazy crap like that. You need a spare card. All right, let's see. I'm going to get you a spare one. Here, I got some spare cards for you. This is because I want to see you have a good night. So Christmas is coming, Charlie Brown. So what this is a round of Charlie Brown cards. I'm going to give you that. I've always got just like boxes and boxes of cards lying around. So I see that's lying nearby. Here's another cool one. We got some vintage The Simpsons. So there's 6 The Simpsons cards. Give something to a new user. I hear you. Okay, well, let me give this to you as a gift tonight. And we'll stop there, okay? Thank you, Mr. Brett, for going deep. For some reason, I felt like I wanted to see you get like some crazy thing, you know, because you have gone so deep tonight, and I like to see that person do very well. We are. But you did pick up your Charizards from the UPC box. Now it's all about how they grade. I hope they grade well. If those grade well, then you will do very well with that box anyways. Now, what is next? Okay, I'm looking over everything carefully. So it is Eddie Mendoza's turn, and he ordered 2 live customs. Is this right? It says you ordered it an hour ago. Has it really been that long? Yep. Wow. The line got up to an hour today? That's crazy. All right, well, you know, I guess that Sarah Dusenberry order was like $270, and we moved on to another $500 order. Crazy. It is what it is. Just be glad to be able to participate. Ah, you're too kind. All right. I like the attitude. Mr. Eddie Mendoza, 2 live customs. Let's see what you got. 2 live. 1, 2. Oh, 2 live, but it didn't result in anything. Okay. So you're feeling the burn tonight, Mr. Eddie. The live customs are very treacherous, okay? You got a bag, right, Eddie? Ah, here you are. I'm going to give you this pull from the live custom. I noticed it was actually Umbreon. So there's a rare live custom common card that's actually probably worth keeping. Doesn't happen too often, but you might want to have that one. The way you say it cracks me up. Now, we have Mr. Justin French, 3 live customs. Mr. Justin, here it goes. 1, 2, 3. All right, Justin, you're having a very easy night. There's Justin. Justin the Sniper. Psyduck 10. All right, Psyduck 10. No, it's not a 10. I don't know why I wrote down 10, but you're going to be happy to have pulled this anyways. It's that Psyduck. Wow. Okay. There it is. Psyduck Legendary Collection. That was sitting in the live custom boosters. I put that in there because I was trying to spice the box up a bit. Did you know that? All right. Jesus. I don't think we can allow that, Mr. Justin. We're going to have to do the doing too good tax on you. Now, here is an order for Emmanuel Valencia, 2 prismatics. Will you do all 3 slabs for the Kadabra? I will do that. If you'd like to do all 3 slabs, that gives me enough wiggle room that I'm motivated. You see what I'm saying? So give me a moment. All right, there's got to be a little wiggle room in there. All right, here it is. Kadabra. Let me mark these. All right, so now I know probably to just load them back up into the box, to be honest. All right. All right. Emmanuel Valencia. You ready? Let's snip this. Good. Bone that away. Let's see what we got here. Might list that Nidoran on the Phoebe. Scoop up Cyclone Leafeon. Mr. Emmanuel. Buddy Poffin. Ah, the treacherous prismatics. Very treacherous. Very prismatic. Good. All right, Emmanuel with the EM. Haha. Good. Good. Prismatic is so hard to pull. Here's Arturo Perez. Let me get one of those Blockbuster Mewtwo's and one Waifu Shuffle. This is the Waifu Shuffle. It works exactly like the Poke Shuffle, but it has a higher buy-in of $20. Here goes. Good luck. A 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's upside down. Is that good? Ah, no, it's not good. That sucks. Okay. Sorry, Mr. Arturo. Cold one that time. And he wants a Blockbuster Mewtwo. Here it is. Yes, the Blockbuster Mewtwo is just $20. You can just buy it direct. All right, let's see. You know, it's crazy. If Brett had gotten really lucky and pulled the 2 live customs out of the Poke Shuffle, which was, when I'm thinking about it, that's totally possible. If he had pulled that, it still would have missed that Psyduck. That Psyduck was fated to go to somebody deeper in the line. Okay, thank you. Oh, no, wait a second. We need to put this exactly where it belongs. Justin French also did kind of take a bigger risk on that. He bought a full 3 spots. He was ready to go deep. 6 says, give me 4 gems. Here you go, 6. My Goon Faith is waning. No! What? Ghastly 10, huh? Look at that. That could be a pull in the live customs. That's a good one. Okay. Here's Umbreon as well. Oop. Stick in there a little bit. Here's Vaporeon. Here's a Stamped Glaceon. And here is a Lespeon. Okay, cool. How much for a prismatic box? You're thinking about opening up one of those booster bundles. So the booster bundles are... $105 for a booster bundle. That's $105. They're very, very difficult to pull anything out of. They're very tough. They are. No one's pulled a God Pack on this channel. Not a real God Pack. And no one's pulled a Umbreon on this channel. It's really sad. But trust me, you could waste thousands opening Prismatic and not pull it. I've watched people do that. So it's very tough. Very, very tough. There we go. Okay. We have an order, Miss 6, 1 live. Ooh. Let's see if something pops out for you, 6. Let's see. Win. No chance this time. Dang. Okay. Good. Well, that is an empty queue. Oh, my foot was going numb. Ugh. Jesus. Busy, busy, busy night tonight. Take a picture of this. That's going up on Phoebe. Okay. Let's take some pictures. Do, 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 do. Taking a picture of that. All right. It's a cool card, honestly, but I like the Kadabra more. This is one of those Game Boy Carddass cards, and I had it steeply discounted for the Poke Shuffle. And so now I think it's time to put it up onto eBay and have it sit on eBay forever. eBay probably won't buy it. Nidoran, just not a Pokemon card that does super, super well. Old Maid Pikachu, very fascinating. You know, the Old Maids sealed boxes recently went up in price. So we may see the end of cheap Old Maid cards pretty soon, sooner than you think. All right, let's take a quick look. By best match? Let's see. Yes, so I can see him now. He is $40 this time, which makes way more sense. He is already rising. All right. Do you have a $500 box to open? Ooh, let me think about it. I think what you mean by that is there anything spectacular you can open at the $500 range? Maybe I could arrange for a vintage booster pack. So sometimes those reach around $500. A specific $500 booster box. Let me think. Closing out of this real fast. Schwelp. $500. 151 UPC, around 500. Surging Spark, Shrouded Fable, Prismatic, Journey Destined Rivals. I mean, the Destined Rivals is still pretty hot, and it's not necessarily a good thing to spend $500. It's a good thing to try and look for value. Does that make sense? So, for example, right now, Destined Rivals might be as cheap as it ever will be, depending on whether they reprint a bunch of it or not. Destined Rivals, that's the Team Rocket set, right? And it's got, Giovanni's Nidoking in it. It's got Rocket Nidoking, Rocket Moltres, Rocket Mewtwo. But it also has Cynthia's Garchomp, Ethan's Ho-Oh, Misty's Psyduck. It's got a great range of cards to pull. So right now it's a $360 box, not $500. One day that might be $400 and then $500. I don't know when that would happen, maybe in like a year, but probably around the time that people feel confident that it's not going to be printed, and also when the market dries up on it. So surprisingly, even though it's super expensive right now because the market is so hot, this actually still might be the best time to open something like Destined Rivals. Another example is the Black and White set and the Gem 2 set. So we had you opening up Gem 2s, which are this guys. These are very hot right now, and you might be looking at the cheapest price on them right now, and it might shockingly rise over time. Just depends on how much they print, because we really don't know about that. But usually the earlier something is, the cheaper it is for a little while. So it works like this. Right at launch, there's like this horrible high price, and then it falls rapidly after launch, and then it stays low for a little while, and then after about a year, it climbs really viciously. So, it has to do with the popularity, has to do with demand, has to do with how much do they print, and how fast do people get bored of it too. Even if Rocket is printed, it's not going down. Yeah, that's why I'm saying it's a really crazy set. So the other thing, Mr. Brett, again, there's this Final Fantasy set, which is doing very well. So these are I changed it, didn't I? So these are $145 a pack now, and these are doing spectacularly well too, because even though they're very expensive per pack, you often pull cards out of them that pays for the whole pack. So we see people pulling like Tifa. I pulled Tifa, Cloud, Sephiroth, and just stuff of that nature that's really expensive, and the pack's just paid for instantly. So here's a high-end product that can pay for itself. All right, it looks like you sent in for a round. Let me just get this into this box real fast. So we're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So Pikachu, Old Maid, going in for more than he came out. He's a better pull now. I might have to average up on Rocket. I would do another Zard's UPC with that amount. Hey, Cody, I'm somewhere. Okay, thanks for asking, though. I think the Charizard UPC went up. I just repriced it because all those UPCs have shockingly gone up. They all just jumped. It goes back in, but we're going to put down a different price. Second round for Pikachu. Okay, cool. I wonder if Ivan Rodriguez is doing good with all those slabs he just bought. He just bought a ton of slabs for me, cheap ones. And I wonder if it's possible he's actually doing very well on those. Mr. Brett says, 500, let's just do this. All right, so what were you thinking, Mr. Brett? You're thinking Destined Rivals? I'll go get a box of Destined Rivals. I'll go get 2 boxes. 2 boosties. You know, people are often looking for something cheap. They go, what can I do that's cheap? What can I do that's cheap? Sometimes it pays more to open something that is the clear winner, the clear high desire item. And not fool around with the cheaper stuff, you know? So these, the magic packs, this. Are we back? Are we back? So weird. We disconnected. I don't know why. All right. Lost my butt on the live customs. I saw that Psyduck come out, and I was so like, dang. Yeah. So you got to remember, it's a great moment to learn about them, right? Especially if you're going to hang out with us for a long time. Think about how they work. If you clear out 4 and nothing came out, people are going 1, 2, 3, 4 in their heads. And then you clear out 4 more, they're going 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're counting them. And that's why live customs are so treacherous. They're a high snipe item. You could snipe them. And so, you know, if somebody else sent in for like 8 and they're all cold, you go, 8 times 20, 160. And they go, oh, time to snipe. So that's why they're so treacherous. And I try to scare people away from them a little bit, but it's good to just know the game, you know, and if you know it, you can play the game too, right? So we want you to be able to be fully aware of them. Poke Shuffles are safer because they don't work that way. They don't, you know, there's no there's no simple way to line up a pull. But when when a live customs gets too hot, we get something called a run on the live customs. So it's an interesting thing, isn't it? If he shuffles those, it's the same as the Poke Shuffles. Understood. You should shuffle those too. We actually did that for a while. Did you know that? So for a little while, when we initially designed the live customs, we did not shuffle them. There was no shuffling. And then we had a brief period where we actually did shuffle the live customs. But here's the problem. They felt exactly like the Poke Shuffles. And then it became kind of like a question, like, well, what's the point of having, 2 of these things? And then we realized the point of the live customs is that they're not shuffled. They're this thing that you can actually count, and it's kind of fun that way. So you just got to be aware that it works that way. And so they're a bit scary that way. Yeah, they're a bit scary. The countable live customs, and most people are counting them. And we see surprise picks all the time. Sometimes somebody goes real deep, and you're like, oh, it's hot now. You buy a whole bunch of spots, and you lose your butt on them anyways. So, like, imagine Eddie Berto sent in for 3 of them. He would have still missed and lost out on $60. So we get exciting moments like that too. And yeah, the live customs are an interesting thing for sure. They're an interesting thing. Sharks always lurking. 2 competing products sort of becomes PvP for live. All right, so we got this beautiful box of Destined Rivals. And I think we were saying that we would open this. Is that right? I got to know that you're okay with it. We are. I'd love to see you pull an Altart, but there's no guarantee of an Altart in a box of something like this. But this is the top quality product, probably. Yeah, we tried shuffling the live customs. I don't think people actually liked it. And we went back to the old style where they're not shuffled. And funny enough, they sell faster when they're not shuffled. People get really crazy about it. Especially, again, when the box is perceived as hot, everyone jumps in and they go, okay, I'm going to test this. And it just gets really exciting at that point. All good. Let's open and have a nice run. All right. Come on, Mewtwo. Let's pull that Mewtwo. Mewtwo, Giovanni, Moltres, whatever we can pull. Anything at all. Even the ARs can be really good. So if you can pull the Houndoom AR is really good. If you can pull the Misty Psyduck, that's a good AR. We want some good ARs coming out of here. All right. I blessed this box. Okay, the box is blessed. Look at these scissors. How many millions of dollars of Pokemon cards have these scissors open now? Crazy scissors. One pair of scissors used for 6 years, non-stop. Okay. I'm telling you, I'm going to buy a display case like for a katana, but instead of the katana, it's going to be the retired scissors. Sit on my mantelpiece when I'm 50. All right. India is a dream place for you. India? You are? India's cool. I had a college professor who said India would become one of the most important countries in the world. And he was saying because there's so many entrepreneurs in India, everyone there wants to learn code. They want to learn a useful skill. There's so much ambition. Fast forward to today, and there's a lot of wealthy billionaire Indian people here in America. They're running a lot of important tech companies, and yeah, it's a cool thing. But yeah, are you ready? I think India is like a success story. But then they also have places over there that are still being worked on and developed. So it's an interesting, very dynamic. Electivire. Oh, all right. Right off the bat. Very nice. Team Rocket Houndoom popping out. I was just saying you need something like this to come out. Beautiful. So there's the Team Rocket Houndoom, and he is a good card. That is a solid pull. Here's a Typhlosion. Here is, okay, one of the full arts came out. Team Rocket Moltres. Not exactly a crazy pull. I'm glad that Houndoom came out early. Kind of like a stress reliever almost. It's like, man, this box better be good. I want to see something good coming out from Mr. Brett. Here's Hydrapple. Here's Dondozo. Dondozo. More like Big Bozo. No, Dondozo's cool. I like him. He's a good Pokemon design. I actually like this card right here. Look at this Team Rocket's Mimikyu. You know, he's holographic in English. There is no holographic version in Japanese. Kind of an interesting thought about how the commons can be holographic in English. Indian street food. I bet you some of that street food's really good. But, you know, it became kind of like a meme to hone in on the biggest perpetrators of unclean food setups. Here it is, Rabska. But, you know, you can find that in other countries, too. Like, you go like the Philippines. They got slums in the Philippines. Pog Pog. I watched a documentary. I learned about Pog Pog. Yeah, they got slums and all over the place in other countries. So it's not an exclusive. Ooh, Shaman. That's not bad either. Yeah, the ARs in this set are so fire, man. Look at this. There's got to be another set where the ARs are like by themselves a reason to open this. And the centering, not too bad at all. It looks like it could be a 10. Okay, just from the centering, though. All right. What else we got? Smoliv. Oh, Electivire. I feel a Rocket's Mewtwo. I can smell it. Okay, Pupitar. Ho-Oh. Good. So that's the first half of the box. We pulled 2 full art cards out. We pulled 2 ARs out. One of the ARs was the highly desirable Rocket's Houndoom, so that's good. Shaman's not bad. No holographic Rocket's Tyrannitars yet. Here it is. Okay. Now. Oh. Let's see what we got going on in part 2 of the box. Tonight's sponsor is definitely Mr. Brett. Brett's going deep. Taking care of us, man. There we go. All right. Snipping this. Snipping this. Snipping this. Snipping these. Snipping this one as well. All right. Snipping this one as well. There it goes. Okay. I don't. When Brett comes in and buys a lot of stuff like this, we gotta call it like a Brett stream in the title. I think that's funny. What if we did that at the end of the stream? We retitled the stream on the name of the person who opened the most stuff or had the biggest pull or something. Here's Garchomp. I like this Garchomp. It's a nice looking card. Sometimes the EXs are nice cards. You don't think about that. Team Rocket's Archer pops up. Okay. He's not exactly what we're looking for. Okay, Hydrapple. Someone said they saw a guy on a plane open a Labubu and he started giggling. Reminded me of Mr. Hey! Labubus can go to freaking hell, bro. Oops, there we go. Nah, forget about Labubu, man. Labubus are lame. Here's Annihilate. I smell a stinky bubble, and it's called Labubu. Here's Crustle. Ooh, look at that Crustle. Thing that just pops up out of nowhere. Largely pushed by celebrities. Doesn't really have a dynamic range of ways to collect it. You know, it's just one stupid little doll wearing different outfits or something like that, I guess. I don't know how people consider it collectible at all. And then it just suddenly the most expensive thing, but no one has nostalgic for it. It's the most expensive thing ever. Yeah, right, dude. Now they're trying to get you to buy graded cards of Labubu. No way. Metazoo Volume 2. Yes! All right. Now we're having a nice night. Look at that. Beautiful Cynthia's Garchomp. All right. Awesome. It's a little off center. I see this edge a little there, a little thin, but you know what? It's going to do great even as an ungraded card. So, or you could have me, I could potentially encapsulate that for you with no grade. But there you go. Cynthia's Garchomp. That's a top 3 in the set, isn't it? Here we are. That's a top 3 pull, isn't it? I'm pretty sure the Mute. Oh, there's the Tyranitar. This is one of my favorite holos in the set. Love that card. Isn't there like a Pokemon Center version of that Tyranitar? I should snab one of those someday. Not right now. I'm busy doing other things. Here's Arboliva. I think it's N's best. Okay, okay. And Wobbuffet. And finally, Shroomish Blaziken. So that was a very good box. Oh, second best. Hear that? So she's saying it's probably second best pull in the box. Nice, dude. So you could grade this with PSA, but they will probably give it lower than a 10 because we can see there is some off-centering going on at the bottom of the card. I think you can see it on the side in general. Shifted to the left. Shifted to the right, I mean. However you want to think of it. So there you have it. Still really lovely. It's going to be worth a decent chunk as a raw card. You got Team Rocket Archer. Now he's looking nice centered. That's so unfair. Why couldn't that one be nice centered? This guy, the centering's looking great. Look at that. That could be a potential 10 on that card right there. Shaman's looking great. Same deal. Pretty strong centering. Cute little Mimikyu. I just sleeved him up for fun. We've got this Rockets Moltres. Here's a Crustle. I don't think Crustle will be very expensive, but somebody will collect him because he's one of the AR alt-arts. Right, those are alt-arts. That's why they're so nice. Little Electivire, he's not going to be doing much for you. So there you go. Overall, I think the box is a huge win. You've pulled the Garchomp, you pulled the Houndoom, 2 of the most desirable cards in the set. Not bad at all. That Houndoom could be worth hundreds in this market. Yeah, if he grades 10, he could be like 250 easily. He could be like 250 by himself as a 10. Who knows? I mean, if you hold him and he ends up being super desirable, he could be higher than that. So, all right. Let's see. Oh, man, that makes me want to open a box. I got to get a case of this stuff, put to the side for myself, and do like a case on a live stream or case on a video. Garchomp 210-ish, Ho-Oh 150. Wow. No bulk. Are you saying you would like to donate these hollows? I will set them to the side. All right, but we got you your Tyranitar hollow because he's pretty decent, I think. And then also I got you this Mimikyu. He's pretty cute. All right, very nice. Okay, so the fun part is you have $140 left. You could open a pack of Final Fantasy or do whatever you want with it, really. Let me show you. So you have 140 remaining. So you got all that out of the rocket box, and it didn't even cost all the money. That's not bad. All right. Grab this. I'm going to make a link out of that because I know Mike's side's short on clips. Mike's side needs clips, man. All right, whew. Is Final Fantasy Magic Break running? No, actually it's over. There is no Final Fantasy Break running. We might get a new one running, especially now that he would be, one pack would be a $40 break with 1 in 4 spots. That's how we would do it probably at this point. People are getting bangers tonight. Did you like the Psyduck that popped out? That was pretty remarkable. Here's, Mr. Brett. So you've got 140. And we can take care of you however you'd like. Okay, we also have a big payoff for Mr. Carlos. He is finishing off a Charizard Carddass. Let's take that for a second. Let's see, we're going to run up here. That's enough money for a pack of the Final Fantasy if you want to do that. Let's see, Carlos. Here it is from June. Carddass Zard 7. Game Boy. Oh, my favorite one. My favorite Charizard. I just bought a Carddass Charizard because I like it. I like it a lot. There we go. Great one. Now you said to make sure that this ships with your Poker Charmander. That's what you said. So I'm going to make a note. Give me a second here. Oof. Go ahead with other customers unless the line is empty. It's just one guy in the line. It's just one guy, so it's not too bad. Okay, we have a Carlos Chaveras. I have your address here. And we're going to go ahead and print this. Yes, please. Thank you. Don't think I have it back currently, but not sure. It's been a while. We can check real fast if you'd like, just to double check. Let's see. Carlos Sueva. Carlos Chaveras. You do, in fact, have a bag. Oh, actually, that says 2 on it. So what could that mean? It could mean that you shipped before and we didn't get all your stuff the first time. That's what that could mean. So it says number 2. Maybe we missed this last time you ordered shipping. Let's see what was in it. Hey, whoa, holy. Do you guys want these sexy Nikke Korean cards back? I can get an order of them. Oh yeah, you lost my first bag. Don't worry about it. I lost your first bag? What are you talking about? I lost your first bag? Let's see. I'll go ahead and put this in there. You say don't worry about it. All right. Okay, so Carlos Chaveras. Let's put this in here. You weren't looking. You went looking and couldn't find it last time. Really? Oh, I need to write on the label. That is very interesting. All right. Couldn't find the first bag and a poker card, huh? You said it was Charmander Poker, right? So I've told Alexis, don't ship without his PSA Charmander Poker. Open me a pack that is 140 or less for fun. Man, I say we go straight for the Final Fantasies. I want to see that Golden Chocobo. That card, if we pull that card for you, again, it's a like $60,000 card. We probably won't see it. But if we don't open enough packs, we're never going to see it either way. Okay, Mr. Carlos, that is complete. Mr. Brett, let's get this. You ready? All right, here we have it. So that is, so I think we repriced these to $145. So they're a little more expensive now. You're getting it for $140, so you're getting a little discount there. Prices went up today on these. After a week of prices staying the same. There's some really big pulls in here. So even if you don't pull Chocobo, there's a lot of other crazy stuff. Like holographic Tifa. That is very good. That might have paid for the pack right there. Tifa is a very desirable character, and all you got to do is get this one graded 10. And she might grade 10. Endwalker. Oh, wow, that looks really cool, too. That's holographic as well. Okay. Joshua Phoenix Dominant. Thancred. The Wandering Minstrel. Excalibur. Mountain. Prompto Argentum. Gaius, Torgal, Reno, Summon Shiva, Mysidian, Black Mage Rod. Here we are. Okay. Black Rod, huh? Here we are. Okay, there we go. Tifa foil is 26. What? Here we are. This is a lovely Tifa foil. I would definitely consider grading this. If it grades 10, I think you'll do well. Here it is. Here's Prompto Argentum. You'll see that the hollow is a little more valuable on this one. And then here's Joshua. It's a bit of a crazier foil. Here's the Endwalker. Okay. And Excalibur. Very nice. All right. Ugh. Toss that over there. Mr. Brett. That's Tifa foil. Yeah, Tifa anything generally does well. How do I know that? Because we sold Final Fantasy cards for a long time before the Magic set came out. And generally, if you had a Tifa card, it was more valuable than average. And when you graded it, it was the first one to sell. All right. Let's see. Well, I see a Surge foil that sold for 500, but I don't think that's a good thing to compare to. All right, so you don't lose that one. Hold on to it. I don't think that's a realistic price. That is too crazy of a price. Here's a Tifa that sold for 70. It's too early to understand its value because there's no PSA 10s of it selling. Here we are. Like, think of it like this. When Gem 2 came out, nobody really knew that Umbreon was going to be very valuable, right? But then PSA 10 started coming out and it went for ridiculous prices. Then you knew, you're like, oh, this is expensive. Resist the goon. It's sleepy time for me. You have to work in a few hours. Oh, yeah. All right, you have a good time at work, man. And I think that's true for a lot of us, too. It's 5:07 now. It's getting pretty late. We've had a nice 3-hour stream so far. Let's see if there's anything remaining. We have a Yugi Tao order. Hey, what's up, Mr. Yugi Tao? He says 2 OP6. All right. You must be referring to the English OP6 because I don't think I have any more of the Japanese, right? OP6. Here they are. Oh, very nice. Okay, let's snip in this. Wow, what a crazy night. Tonight was a bit crazy. Brett made it crazy, man. I think he kind of proved that opening up those English pokies is often a solid move. Here it is. We open a lot of the Korean cards because they're so affordable, right? But there's nothing wrong with opening up the higher quality English ones either. They just cost more. They cost a lot more. All right. So that is for our friend Yugi Tao. Got to move this somewhere. Here we are. Good. Didn't I have some cards to crack over here? Yeah. I wonder if I should really crack these. Oh, yeah, huh? All right, so that's complete. Whew. Let's get a rotate. Here is Oma Star. Here is Jolteon. Look at that Jolteon. Tentacruel. Jolteon. And Chikorita. That's a nice Chikorita 10, isn't it? Hey, look at these guys. Only 1,400 and 1,100. How nice. Cheap and affordable. That's my favorite part. Oh yeah, here's this guy, the Wati. Alright, Wati's going back in. Poor Wati. You got traded back to me, Wati. He didn't want you. Okay. The Nidoran went off to Phoebe, where it will probably not sell. That one's hard to move, man. The Nidoran. Yeah, he's been hard to move for a while. He has been hard to move. Oh, that's a nice card. That's a break, that Jolteon right there. Okay, so here's a nice Wigglytuff. Good, we got everything lined up. Let's start taking pictures. We got to get these products rotated off the table already. Pricey July. Yeah, we got to start taking pictures for real. These have been up here too long. We got to start getting the other slabs back up here. It's a big rotation that we do constantly. Okay, going down here. And let's see. Pop these back up on the table in a second here, huh? Let's grab a card that's never been priced, perhaps. How about that? Ooh. Don't show these to Ivan Rodriguez. He'd be like, I bought them. So that's Umbreon and Sylveon. Don't those look nice? You can't underestimate EX cards sometimes. You know, I think most people get their EX cards and they say, these are valueless. And they're definitely not a high profit card. That's the bottom line. They are not super high profit by any means. But for a guy who works on it all day, $5 a profit is $5 a profit. You make $5 here, $5 there. It's kind of how a card shop works anyways, doesn't it? It's about volume sales. So you sell a whole bunch of cards for $5 profit, and then, well, shoot, if I could sell like 100 cards for a $5 profit each, I'd make $500. You can live off of that. All right, so also another fun thing, since most people don't spend time grading these, there's not as many people selling them. So it's kind of a weird thing, isn't it? Most people say, well, I'm going to use my capital and grade the big expensive ones. And I say, we'll do the small ones. All right. Good. It adds up fast. It definitely adds up fast. Okay, so Umbreon 093. Yeah, is this it? So he shall be $30. Okay. Not a lot of nice $30 slabs graded PSA 10 for sale on the table either. So it adds some nice, it adds some nice variety. What did Pichu get replaced with? I'm going to guess this is 32. Pichu did not get replaced with anything. Here it is. Okay. Pichu's a fun one, is he? That Dark Weezing's cool. Here's a nice Torchic. Murkrow. I'm scared to put one up there and it doesn't move, to be honest. We got so many breaks up here. So we got this Carddass break. We've got the Mega Mew. The Mega Mew is moving. It's just really slow. Let's see. Charizard. He is a 1 in 13 break. He is not done. Here is the Eevee. And here is Crown Pikachu. You know, I think people spent something like 63 spots on the Victini break last week. And think about it, only 2 people got that Victini. So I'm pretty sure people got burned real heavy on the breaks for a while. Here it is, just how it is. And he's still running. So today he's up to 15 now, 15 out of 33. So he's a powerful one. And there is a PSA 10 card of that listed for like 3,000, I think. No more breaks, 6. Yeah, breaks they're very fun. I think they're very fun. They're also very fast too, you know. All right, let's see. Fast way to play How Do I Break My Wallet? Well, it is 5:15 a.m. in the morning. Let me just check for any new orders. Okay, I don't see any new orders. I think it's a great time to wrap the stream up. Happy July, by the way, guys. Again, I went swimming today in the lake. Absolutely wonderful. Should have just been doing it the whole time. Maybe I'll go swimming again tomorrow. I don't know. The water would be just as warm tomorrow. But man, we were in the water and we're like, why even move? It's so nice out here. And you can't beat the price we got on this house, man. We got a ridiculously good price on this house for what it is. And and we're talking to AI, and AI is telling us don't even sell the homes. Rent all of them out and buy a small cheap house. Buy a small cheap house in a no tax area, and then all 3 of your homes can be working, and you can go, you know, save tax money. So that's a very interesting idea. I don't know if I'll do it. It sounds difficult to do, but we'll think about it. See, oh, order sent. All right, last order of the night, and it's a big one. 20 Poke Shuffles and ship for Steven Gonzalez. Okay. I can't remember. Did you order shipping in the daytime stream? I can't remember. 1, 2, 3. Here goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Here it goes. Here it goes. Ooh. Okay. Ogerpon. Gengar 10. That's a good start. You know you did good when you see them bundled up together like that. And Golem. You're picking up another coin? Holy, dude. All right, so when you see them bundled up together... Oh, look, I did the sad face for the Ogerpon. That's so funny, dude. Did my music pause? Oh, dang, you're ending the stream? Well, it's you need another minute? What do you want to do, Mr. Zen? Let's see, Ogerpon. It's quite late, but it's technically 5:17. There's technically 13 minutes that we could do further, because it was supposed to be over by 5:30. Ah, the Golem. And then what about this Gengar? Oh, I know what you pulled. Oh, somebody was asking about a Gloom. We got this Gloom right here, but it's in the box. Look at this. Nobody's pulled this yet. Nice. Shadowless Gyarados. Sometimes it takes a long time for a card to get pulled. Here it is. All right, good. Gonna have to just start stuffing stuff in that live custom box because we are kind of running low. Okay, so that was a $100 round, and you pulled way more than 100. In fact, you did very good. When you pulled out the double set right here, we knew you were ahead. Not bad. I'm hunting for something to slab away again. This time, it will be very hard to find something because everything has just gotten to unbelievable prices. And so even I'm looking out for like red label cards, and I do not know what to grab. Oh, by the way, that Gengar has not gone out yet. That's because I took a picture with AI, and they told me I need like a plastic sticky sleeve to put on the outside of my box. I don't have those. I never use them. They're like an invoice holder. And so I have to drive to the post office, which is like a 20-minute drive for me, by the way. And I have to go grab a clear sticker sleeve and then drive all the way home with one sticker sleeve so that I can get that one shipped. So I'm tempted to just buy some online and just have them mailed to me. But I figure if I drive there, it might be better. But the problem is the post office isn't open at the right time. Oh, man, I got a busy thing tomorrow, too. God, dude. All right. Slab away the red label top Squirtle. Oh, yes, actually, I know what he's talking about. So right now, we do have some expensive cards for sale that you could be interested in. One of them is the Spectra Squirtle. All right. If you see your postal carrier will drop it with the mail, supplies are free to get the card for use when sent. Oh, you're saying if I catch the mailman at my mailbox, he's got some of those on hand? Is that what you're trying to tell me? So let's see. We do have a couple interesting cards. Here's an interesting Venusaur. We just recently placed some Topps cards up here. So here's an interesting Topps card, this Haunter. If you like Gengars, we have one of these Gengars for sale, by the way. I'm a big hodler on these. I own 3 of them. And I feel like they might be a little underpriced in the market right now for what they are. They're quite old and they're quite low population. So that's a cool Gengar if you don't own one of those. Okay. We got this guy back here. So here's a $900 Zapdos. I need a drink. There's the Squirtle. Oh, we just took the Zapdos down. Is that what we did? We just took it down. All right. I have no interest in Topps, sadly. Okay, no problem. I'll just show them off, though. Here's Jolteon. And here is Spectra Jolteon. Very nice. Doesn't say what I paid for it on the back. So I do pay attention to Topps. Topps have... when I was a kid, I actually opened them. You might not have had them where you live. I don't know. But they are cards that have gone up in price pretty significantly over time. Just to teach everyone a little bit about them, not just talking to you about it. But I am in the middle of offering them for sale. So let's see. Oops. Let's see. Let's see. So look at this. At one point, this card was $170. This old Jolteon. But he's popped 15. And you can't find him anywhere. And so that's an example of how the cards rise in value as well, even the Topps cards. In fact, I could just hold these. It doesn't cost me anything to hold on to them. But I'm just trying to get you something cool up on the table. Just like most slab-aways are done that way. Just some cool thing we found. Here we are. I don't know what I paid for the other one. Because I can't look that one up. That was a bundle purchase from Dave and Adam. I love the Gengar thumbnail. No gooseneck Charizard available? I will have one of those available eventually. I'm tempted to make one of those available because I felt that those were underpriced as well. Carddass, Sealdoss, Topps, odd stuff, you know. Here's a weird Gengar. And here's a Mr. Mime vending. See. I have less inventory because I kind of just sold all my good cards. I already did. And then there's the ones I kind of want to hold on to some myself. It's difficult to come up with good inventory at this point. It really is. This guy's super weird. Carddass Gengar. He's not a brand new card. He's from 7 years ago. Look at that. 2018. And so that's Carddass Gengar. And just very few people have him. So there he is. Crazy said he sent an order. In my opinion, Topps are ugly, but that might be because when I was growing up, we called people with Topps the poor Pokemon card. Man, there's nothing poor about them now. I always thought of them more as sort of like not a playing card, but more like a picture, you know, like a painting. I always thought of them more like a painting. And if you actually opened them when you were younger, it was nice. They were just, I don't know, they're just pretty. Like, you can just see that it's pretty. Like, look. It's very clearly pretty. And if you've never opened them yourself, you should try it out. But let's ask eBay a little bit. Topps Pokemon. All right. And give me a second here. We're going to check this. And we're going to go buy this. There you go. Okay. So on July 4th, there's a Topps Chrome Charizard that sold for $20,000. That's not poor. In fact, only rich people can afford that. Poor people can't afford the Topps Chrome. That's the truth. Topps Chrome is for a rich guy. Not you. You guys might be too poor for Topps. It might be the other way around. Here's a standard. So this is a silver foil, which is what I'm selling right here. This is a silver foil. And so this is silver foil Charizard. He just sold for $5K. That's not for poor people, or that's not for poor people. Poor people can't afford that. That's for rich people. Here's a Flareon. He sold two different ways, Sparkle and Techno, and that's 3.4 and 3.1. Here's a Chrome Spectra Charizard. We don't know what he went for, but it's something marked down from 2.5, and there he is again for 2.1. This is also a Spectra. It's the same type, same styling. Spectra Gengar for 2K. That's not too bad. Look at this. This is an interesting one. Here is a simple Johto die cut. Went for $1,500. It was Tyranitar. Yeah, I think it's interesting. Bro, things I meant now. No, but you know, I know what you mean. When you were younger, when you were a kid, you looked at it like, oh, those are the Pokemon packs that the poor kids have to buy or something like that. I didn't feel that way when I was a kid when I opened them. I just thought that they were like another company getting in on the Pokemon craze. That's how it felt, you know? So I was like, obviously you have the original cards, but here's another company that sells cards and they like Pokemon too. You know, like the Burger King Gold things, right? Those were the same deal. Everyone was in on the Pokemon craze. So all of a sudden there was just all these Pokemon cards all over the place, all these Pokemon products. So it felt like it was just a little bit part of the craze. And here's the thing. We always thought they looked good. Here's Kyle Summers, 2 Truffle Shuffle. You got it, Kyle Summers. Good luck. We always thought they looked good. We didn't have a problem with them. So when I found out that they were pretty cheap and that people nowadays kind of ignore them, I'm like, oh, easy. Oh, wow, dude. All right, 2 live and $40 to the oldest break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so you will be placed into the Pikachu Crown Pikachu break. All right. But first, let's grab you 2 live customs for Kyle Summers. 2 cold live customs. I'm sorry, Kyle. But that's okay. You still got that spot in the Crown Pikachu for $5. That's not bad. Okay. When my mom bought me Topps instead of Wizard, I would be so mad. Here we are. All right, Mr. Kyle. That's so interesting. Let's see. I mean, I've done so well in Topps cards. It's shocking because sometimes people hold almost like, it's like racism in Pokemon cards. Like, oh, you're not the right kind of Pokemon card or something. And it's like, sometimes that's where you find all the opportunity. Is when people refuse to play ball with something that's an authentic Pokemon product. And so you don't have as many people, you know, creating a monopoly or so many people controlling them. Let's see. Here we are. And that Techno Zard selling for $20K. That's like, you know, that's impressive. The Crystal Charizard from Sky Ridge, he sold for like 26 or something like that. So surprisingly similar. Okay, so Kyle, you are in. Let's update that. Crown Pikachu. There we are. That is up to 17 now. I'm telling you, Crown Pikachu is going to end. Jump in, guys. What's left in the Poke Shuffle box, mister? Sure. Well, automatically, there is a 5 spots in the live custom card always in the Poke Shuffle. So there's always a $100 pull in there. Here's what's in the box. Melodic. That's nice. Cast Form. That's English. Dark Golbat 9. 2 Owls. Pecharunt. All right. So we got a nice one in here that no one has pulled yet. And it is this Beedrill. He might have been 100. I might not have marked it. Venusaur, Pidgeotto, 10 from the vending series. That's probably underpriced now. Palafin, this nice card, this nice Slow Bro, and this Gyarados. Good stuff, actually, and we need to fill the box up a little more. Here we are. I'll put a coin in there right now because she got all the coins out. What's this? That is Primate. Let's get Primate in there. So let's see. 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. Yeah, we gotta get more stuff in there because that box got so beat up today. That box got his pussy beat up. Here it is, Primate. Good. All right. That's in there now. Very nice. That was Kyle Summer. Very nice. Mr. Yugi Tao, 10P6. Yes, sir. No, it's an interesting conversation about the Topps Pokemon. Have you guys have you noticed the enormous amount of Topps Pokemon card booster packs that sold too? So you can see there's a really heavy demand just to open them, and that usually translates into good sales on the slabs as well. Obviously, you're not going to sell the slab as good if it's like Tentacruel. So if you're trying to sell Tentacruel, you got to find somebody who likes Tentacruel, and that's pretty difficult. But do you notice I don't have a whole bunch of Topps Charizards lying around? Why not? Because they all sold. They're all gone. I used to have Topps Charizard. Like, for example, I had a transparent Topps Charizard not that long ago. Gone now. Sold. Like that. So Topps Charizard's an easy sell. But Tentacruel, maybe not as fast. Maybe a very expensive Zapdos. Maybe people go, I don't know. Am I a Zapdos guy? Haunter instead of Gengar? They go, I don't know. What about Gengar? You got that one? So, and the truth is, they just all disappear. David Smith, Metazoo. All right. So, David, you were already in there. You get in the second half, so it's all you now. Here goes David. So you can't play against yourself. So you are automatically the winner of the Metazoo pack break. And what happens now is there's a new pack break with Metazoo. Okay, here it is. Let's see. Now, David Smith, good luck. Wow, wow, wow. It's crazy because I hated them when I was younger, but now most of my personal collection, as far as value Topps cards, I love them more than anything, especially the Japanese Pocket Monster. You know what it is for me? So, I already had most of the WOTC era cards when I was younger. I mean, there were some I wanted to have and didn't get them, but now I've sort of like had them as an adult. So, for me, I've already experienced most of the Pokemon, TCG collectibles already when I was a kid, and then a second time when I was adult. So all the weird stuff is weirdly appealing to me because it's new. It's new vintage. It's new for me. It's vintage and it's new for me. So it's expensive. It's weird, like Carddass, Sealdos, Topps, Karuta, whatever. Karuta, Cora Poker. So I like the weird stuff. It's like this new thing I'm experiencing. Oh, the Ghost Deer. You got the Ghost Deer, Mr. David Smith. Ghost Deer. I know you want to keep that sleeve. You want to keep this Metazoo sleeve? Here you go. That's a cool sleeve. All right, Daniel. I swear time is going way too fast today. Yeah, time's always going way too fast. There it is. All right. I have the transparent Charizard. Yes. Yes, he is a cool card. Coming out of box 2 or box 3, I don't remember. Oh, right. So he says, you want 7 waifu shuffles. Oh, 7 of the waifu shuffles. Very interesting. Let's go for it. Yeah, there's some big signatures in there. You ready? All right. Good luck, man. 1, 2, 3. Hey, Mister, what Nikke sets are available? We have just the Nikke English for sure. We also have Nikke Carddass, which is not a very large card set to collect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is a $140 order, guys. Let's see if he snipes something out of there. Okay, good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my gosh, that is a big roller snipe and a miss in the waifu shuffle. Holy dude, pain. Yeah, that's pretty pain. That's pretty painful, man. That is pain. No pain, no gain on these. Crazy. That's them. Did you see what was in them? We were showing off what was in the waifu shuffle the other day. Here's what's in the waifu shuffle. So that doesn't look like too many slabs, but some of these slabs are extremely expensive. That's 100. That's 200. This is 80. I don't know what that was. 50. This one's cheap. That one's 20. 60, 70, probably 70, 60, 50. Okay. 40, 50, probably like, I don't know, 40, 50, 60. That would be about 40. This probably went in for 100. This also probably went in for 100. And then we got the signature. I don't know what that went in for. Probably a lot. Probably like 200-ish. This probably went in for 200-ish. That's 200-ish. Marnie, that's 80. And this one's 240. Dang, dude. That's 12 spots by itself. So some big hanging fruits in there, but not so easy to pick. Not the low-hanging fruit. My brain thought of the word low-hanging fruit, and I was like, well, there's melons in there, but they're not low-hanging. There's a series slab. It's clever stuff. It's good stuff in there, but it's so dang painful, unlike the Poke Shuffle, which is only $5. But notably, the Poke Shuffle never has anything like that in it. Poke Shuffle, the best thing you can get from Poke Shuffle is like 5 live customs, right? And then you hope your 5 live customs snipe some big $200 slab out of the live custom. So that's the best thing the Poke Shuffle can do. With the waifu shuffle, there's big ones in there, and it's just, you know, big whale hunting with possible big losses too. So it's a scary one. The waifu shuffle. Yugi Tao, A. Perez, Mr. Zen here, you've all taken shots at it, and yeah, it's an interesting box. I'll be getting more waifu cards back in my next BGS submission, and they might be going in there too. So it's going to be a very loaded box, and we'll just see how it works. I used to get a lot of Topps metal tins. Do you have one-piece packs? And if so, what's the website? Hey, what's up, Mr. Martin? We do not use a website. Everything is on our YouTube description. It's all done on YouTube description. As crazy as that sounds, it's really easy. We've got payment at the top. You just send me like PayPal money straight to me. No website, no sign up, no making an account, no credit card numbers. You do not have to plug credit card numbers into a rickety, questionable third-party website. So just PayPal. PayPal is very trustworthy. And PayPal, ZELLE, Venmo, CASHAPP, those are all options. Crypto is an option. If you scroll down the description, you'll see all the stuff for sale. It's a pretty big menu. In fact, the menu is so big, there's a link for the secret menu, which has even more stuff on it if you click on that link. You can also find a link to our Discord server. That acts kind of like a website. For example, I post results of our grading in there, like you know, when the submission went out, when it's returning. I also post information on people's slab aways, you know, so you can keep track of your slab away, where you pay slab down over time. And we have a channel in our Discord server where you can see all the slabs for sale, because I constantly take their pictures and update them, okay? So the Discord server is the closest thing to a website that we're using, but if you're just wanting to pay for some one-piece cards, it's very easy. Let's say they're $4 a pack. You want 10 packs? Well, then send me $40 on PayPal. That's all it is. Really easy. All right, guys, we are wrapping up here. It's 5:37. Let me just make sure nothing else popped in real fast. All right. Mr. Zen, thanks for being a good sport with the waifu shuffles, dude. That was rough, dude. Wait, send a small order. Okay, I'm waiting. I'm waiting because I want to service this for you. See ya, mister. At least one of my waifus better get a black label. BGS needs to hire more people. Sure. Well, you know, if they hire too many people, and then let's say grading demand falls, well, now they got to lay people off. So, you know, they probably want to hire just the right amount of people. That's what any company wants to do. All right, here it is. Let's see what we got going on. It is 2 more waifu shuffles. Oh, please, Lord, please give us a nice waifu shuffle. Good luck. All right. 1, 2, 3. Man, this guy's going deep on the waifu shuffles. Oh my gosh, 2 cold waifu shuffles. It went from bad to worse. You know what they say, Mr. Zen? They say, gamblers always quit just before the big hit. So I apologize for the rough round tonight, man. You want to see the cards in there? Let's see. So definitely some cold ones in here. Look at that. That's a round of cold ones. Rebecca. Boa Hancock. There she is. Oh, look at that. 2 stacked up on each other. Oh! Sometimes that happens. Why does that happen? Well, that happens because they're shuffled. So, they get shuffled a lot, and we just try to let the cards fall where they fall. And so you did a big order, which is pretty rare in these. We don't usually get big 7-spot orders in here. But you did a big order, and it handed you a round of cold ones. Well, maybe it would have handed you a round of hot ones. It's possible. But all right, so I don't want to think about that box. I don't want to know where anything is. And we're going to leave it alone now. You guys can, of course, order from there, but we're going to stop here for the late night stream now and start up again tomorrow for the Thursday daytime stream. So they're in there. They're hiding in there amongst themselves. Heart of the Goon, guide me. I sent, says 6. All right, I'm gonna let this one order through for 6, but then we really got to stop here. It's 5:40 a.m. I got to go to bed. Okay. 1 waifu shuffle for 6. All right, let's try that out. 6. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you ready? Boom. It's a cold one too. Woo! All right. Nothing but net. Eddie Berto says, shipping. I'm going to take care of this for Mr. Eddie Berto. 1, 2. I think that's going to be all of it. Thank you. No! 6, shame on you. Different kind of chrome card. That's not shame on her. 6, thank you for coming in here and being a fantastic part of the community and opening some cards and having some really crazy moments together. Yeah. What are you talking about? 6 is out here making this stream happen, guys. All right. More like, where would we be without 6? 6 is the best. Oof, I still hate that for you, Austin. The Goon Lord frowns on us today. Man, when is April submission coming in? The BGS one, or? All right, let's see. I think it's safe to say... Whoa, why was that so expensive? I think it's safe to say that right now, BGS, PSA, Tag, and all those companies are probably as backed up as possible. I think of all the great sets that just came out. You're still riding on the coattails of like the Team Rocket set, Destined Rivals and all that. You got this Gem 2 set that just came out. You got Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering that just came out. You got Black and White just came out. We're about to get English Black and White. I mean, they got to be inundated with like an avalanche of cards to grade. And they must have infinite cards to grade right now. So, it's just, it is what it is. BGS. PSA 1. 6 takes all the hits because she plays all the games. All right, guys, I'm hopping off officially. Thank you all for being here. I will be back for the daytime stream for Thursday. Have a nice night, everybody.